Apocalypse, I have an infinite supermarket full of supplies. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 51, Donating Supplies. Even Qi Yan's mouth was curved. Xiaoyin, what are they selling on the upper floors? Lin Muxue wanted to continue exploring. Selling my dreams. Su Yinhe looked serious. Lin Muxue, do you think I'm a fool? Okay, they sell daily necessities, and some food and daily necessities. What's the difference between what you said and what you didn't say? Lin Muxue suspected that Su Yinhe was perfunctory. Su Yinhe smiled slightly. My mouth moved. Lin Muxue, Tai? There was no more chatting for the day. Instead of chatting, they started to chase the drama. It was still that bloody drama. The three of them watched it with relish, and Qi Yan was silent alone. He thought the protagonist's acting was exaggerated and eye-catching, so he hasn't joined yet. The three of them were watching the drama, and Qi Yan took a Rubik's Cube and played with it. When Lin Muxue and Lin Muxue came, they were watching the climax of this episode, and the heroine's life experience was about to be revealed. Lin Muxue, Lin Muxue and Xiaolu came with umbrellas, but it was raining so hard outside that it was not useless to hold an umbrella. It was useful, but not much. The three of them were in a mess, but when they entered the supermarket, they saw the bright lights and smooth floors, and the rain was nothing. The three people holding umbrellas were in a mess, and those behind them who didn't hold umbrellas were even more embarrassed. But after they entered the supermarket, their eyes were all bright and scary. When they thought about getting so many things, the rain was nothing. Lin Muxue, Qi Yan, Lin Muxue didn't expect to see them here. The moment she saw Qi Yan, she immediately remembered what she looked like now. Lin Muxue hurriedly lifted her wet hair. Lin Muxue? What the hell? Why are you here? And uncle, why are you here too? Lin Muxue, who was originally immersed in the plot, was called back by Lin Muxue's sharp voice. Su Yinhe's ears were pricked. She paused, frowned, and looked at the group of people who were soaked. The three leading the group, though a little embarrassed, were big customers judging by their clothes. They must be well dressed, so they must not be short of crystal cores. Muxue, why are you here too? Lin Muxue did not expect to meet Lin Muxue here. Judging from Muxue's appearance, he had known about the existence of this supermarket for a long time. Muxue knew that he was worried about the food supply of the base every day, but he did not tell him about such a large supermarket. Xiaoqin is still sensible. She knows how to be considerate. Lin Muxue glanced at the deck of cards on the table again. Then he looked at Su Yinhe. Lin Muxue almost instantly determined Su Yinhe's identity. Lin Muxue smiled and stretched out his hand to Su Yinhe. Hello, I'm Lin Muxue, the person in charge of the Sun base. I guess, you are the owner of this supermarket. When Lin Muxue was speaking, he saw Lin Muxue, who had been staring at Qi Yan, and gave Su Yinhe a little look. The moment she saw Su Yinhe, a trace of jealousy flashed in Lin Muxue's eyes. But she soon looked at Su Yinhe with a smile. Su Yinhe looked at the kind-hearted Lin Muxue, hesitated for a moment, stretched out her hand and shook it. What's the matter? Why did the person in charge of the base come here? Did he want to make a deal with her? Su Yinhe's eyes lit up. A whole base? A big deal. Miss, what's your name? Lin Muxue spoke in a gentle tone. Even though he was in a mess now, he still had a unique temperament. Su, Miss Su, it's like this. Lin Muxue looked at her apologetically, and then spoke a long speech. As he spoke more and more, Su Yinhe's face changed from happiness at the beginning to confusion. What the hell? The Sun base is short of supplies now, and the people in the base are starving to death and freezing. I hope she can be generous and donate all the supplies in the supermarket to save the ordinary people in the base. After the rainstorm is over and the water level recedes, the base will give her an award to thank her for saving so many people. The confusion in Su Yinhe's eyes became deeper and deeper. Damn, it turns out that he doesn't want to buy it with crystal cores, he just wants to get it for free. Miss Su, I know this is too much to ask, but the food reserves in the base are running out, and many people are so hungry that they can't stand up. The base really wants to continue distributing food to everyone, but Alice, such a small child, Lin Muxue gestured, so small. He was so hungry that he ate dirt, but this oil was polluted. After eating it, he cried in pain. There are still many babies, the hope of mankind. The base has tried its best to take care of them, but there is really a lack of supplies. Their faces are blue with hunger, and Lin Muxue cited one example after another, and his descriptions were very vivid. Su Yinhe seemed to really see children eating dirt with hunger, babies with blue faces with hunger, old ladies twitching with hunger. Su Yinhe listened, tears welled up in her eyes. She couldn't bear to hear this. Lin Muxue saw the expression on her face and felt that this matter was a sure thing. Lin Muxue has lived for so many years, and he has fought wits and courage with the top leaders of the base. He is the best at judging people. When he came, he originally wanted to rob the supermarket directly, but the moment he saw Su Yinhe, he changed his method. Su Yinhe is different from the people in the base. She looks innocent and gullible. This kind of girl is most likely to be full of sympathy. She doesn't look like someone who has experienced the end of the world. I don't know whose child was raised to be so innocent. He hasn't seen it with his own eyes yet. After describing it a few times, he began to sympathize with those people. Miss Su, do you want to help them? Su Yinhe sniffed. Yes. Lin Muxue looked sad. Then are you willing to donate the supplies in the supermarket to help them through the difficulties? I am willing to. Su Yinhe nodded seriously. Thank you, Miss Su. Everyone in the base will thank you. Lin Muxue didn't expect it to be so smooth. He cursed in his heart that he was stupid, but there was a trace of relief on his face. Yes. The supplies can be donated to you. You can take as much as you want. Su Yinhe wiped her tears. Lin Muxue, little, thank you, Miss Su. Lin Muxue, little, Miss Su is really kind-hearted. Lin Muxue was happy and thanked her again, and then took people in to take it. Lin Muxue didn't go in. She had finally met Qi Yan, so naturally she had to take a few more glances. Moving things is not something a weak girl like her can do. At first, Lin Muxue thought that Su Yinhe would not agree, so he didn't listen carefully. He didn't like to listen to his uncle Lin Muxue. You can't listen too much to the words of those in power in the base. They are the best at brainwashing people. It's not good to listen too much. As a result, he was distracted for a while, and when he came back to his senses, he heard Su Yinhe donating supplies to the supermarket. He wanted to persuade her, but Lin Muxue kept talking, and he didn't get a word in. As soon as Lin Muxue left, Lin Muxue grabbed Su Yinhe's shoulders with both hands and shook them wildly. Little Yin, are you crazy? You donate? Why are you so upset? Can't you keep so many things and sell them as crystal cores? There are plenty of crystal cores in the base, why donate? Chapter 52. My supermarket has its own ideas. Qin Mingzhao also looked at Su Yinhe in disbelief. Is his sister so easy to fool? If he had known, he would have said that she was a little more miserable. What a mistake. Even Qi Yan frowned at her. Lin Muxue, Miss Su is generous. She doesn't mind if she wants to be a good person. What do you mind? Don't you want Miss Su to be a good person? Lin Muxue looked at Su Yinhe with a smile. She is beautiful, but unfortunately stupid. Idiots don't live long in this era. Lin Muxue, what are you barking about? Lin Muxue is very annoyed now. Yin was quite smart when he was playing cards just now. Why is he donating supplies now? He doesn't know what little Yin is thinking. And he agreed so quickly that he didn't react. Okay, be quiet. Su Yinhe held a tablet, and I don't know what she was playing. You still want to play at this time? Believe it or not, my uncle will really empty your supermarket. Even if the supermarket can give birth to more babies, it can't supply a base. Moreover, it is hard to say how many of the things Xiao Yin donated can actually reach those people Xiao Yin sympathized with. Lin Muxue was just stupid in front of people he trusted, which does not mean he was really stupid. Qin Mingzhao was about to say something but stopped. Qin Mingzhao patted Su Yinhe. Sister, I am actually quite poor. Don't look at me so energetic now, but you don't know that I almost starved to death a few days ago? Su Yinhe stretched out her finger to her lips and gestured, SHH. Hearing the word donate from Su Yinhe, the people who followed Lin Muxue took things crazily without considering the price at all. In fact, if they saw something expensive, they would take a few more. Except for Lin Muxue, everyone filled the shopping carts pushed in. Those who brought in crystal cores to exchange for money were pushed a few times by the people brought in by Lin Muxue because they thought they were blocking the way. The people who were pushed were a little angry. Just when they were about to push back, they saw a group of people. They could only swallow their anger silently. Can't afford to offend. Lin Muxue took a box of coffee and felt a little sorry that there was no tea here. His tea was almost finished. When they were leaving, several psychics ran ahead of Lin Yanbi. Lin Yanbi was not angry, because that was what happened to useless people. The one running ahead was Xiaoliu. Xiaoliu pushed the instant noodles in the shopping cart, feeling particularly happy. Although he somewhat disliked the fact that Lin Yanbi had a niece, Lin Muxue, he had to admit that he could get a lot by following Lin Yanbi. Xiaoliu pushed the cart, ignoring the cashier robot, and looked at the people queuing up to pay next to him. He felt happy because he didn't have to pay. Xiaoliu hadn't finished feeling happy yet. A strange purple light flashed in the eyes of the cashier robot, and then a thunderbolt appeared out of thin air in the supermarket, hitting Xiaoliu. Xiaoliu's brain was still feeling happy, but his body had already fallen to the ground and started to twitch and foam at the mouth. Only then did a thunderbolt sound. The people behind Xiaoliu stopped in unison. Lin Muxue, who was still trying to brainwash Su Yinhe, looked at Xiaoliu, who was lying on the ground and foaming at the mouth, and twisted his neck stiffly, looking at Su Yinhe, who looked calm. Qi Yan's originally frowned brows smoothed down. Qin Mingzhao couldn't help but said fuck. Lin Muxue stared blankly at Xiaoliu, who was struck by lightning. After a few seconds, she screamed. Lin Muxue, who was closest to her, scratched his ears. Damn, deaf. How could Lin Muxue scream so loudly? As for Su Yinhe, it seemed that she had expected this situation a long time ago. She stared at the tablet without even raising her head. Lin. Chief Lin. This, Xiao Lin, helped Xiaoliu up. Lin Yanbi walked behind. The superpower in front of him was tall and blocked his sight tightly. He only heard a thunder and didn't see Xiaoliu being struck. When he heard the thunder, he thought it was thunder outside. He only saw Xiaoliu suddenly fall to the ground and twitch, and the people behind Xiaoliu stopped. Chief Lin, no. There is thunder. Meng Qilan saw Xiaoliu in front of him being struck by lightning with his own eyes. That thunder. Damn it. Why is there thunder in the supermarket? Could it be? Did Xiaoliu offend a thunder superpower? Seeing Xiaoliu so happy, he struck him? Meng Qilan didn't dare to help him. Who knows if the thunder-type supernatural person is still there? What if he is still there, and he goes to help Xiaoliu, and gets struck by him too? Xiao Lin, seeing that the people below were disobedient, Lin Yanbi was a little unhappy. Meng Qilan looked at Xiaoliu on the ground, and then at Lin Yanbi, who looked unhappy. He made up his mind and took 2 steps to help him. He wouldn't die if he was struck by lightning, but if Lin Yanbi had a problem with him, he would definitely be worse off than dead. Of course, Meng Qilan didn't forget to push the cart when he left. These were all his important supplies. No one noticed that when Meng Qilan pushed the cart past a cash register robot, a subtle purple light flashed in the robot's eyes. A thunderbolt struck again. With a thud, Meng Qilan also fell to the ground and twitched. This time Lin Yanbi saw the thunder clearly. Lin Yanbi frowned. What was going on? He looked at the 2 carts in front, grabbed another person, and asked him to go forward. Although this person didn't want to be struck by lightning, he didn't dare to disobey Lin Yanbi, and pushed the shopping cart forward. Boom. Another one. Lin Yanbi stood there, looking at the 3 shopping carts thoughtfully. You, don't push the cart, just walk forward. Lin Yanbi pointed at another person. The person pointed at took 2 steps forward tremblingly, and the result, nothing happened. Huh? He took 2 more steps, and the lightning still didn't fall. Chief Lin, he stopped and looked back at Lin Yanbi. Lin Yanbi found a few people to experiment. As long as they were holding things in the supermarket, they would be struck by lightning if they took 2 more steps. Those with bare hands would be fine. Lin Yanbi's heart sank, and he asked the people behind him to put down the shopping cart and led them to Su Yinhe. Miss Su, Lin Yanbi's tone was still gentle, but I don't know if it was because there were too many people being struck. His tone was a little strange. What's wrong? Su Yinhe, who was playing with a tablet, raised her eyes. We can't seem to get the things out of the supermarket. Do you know what's going on? When asking this question, Lin Yanbi's tone couldn't help but be questioning. Ah. Really? I don't know. Maybe my supermarket has its own ideas. Su Yinhe spread his hands to him with an innocent look. Uncle Lin, right? I also want to help the people in the base, and I am willing to donate supplies to you. But if you are struck by lightning, it's none of my business, but this. Miss Su, as the owner of the supermarket, can't she control? No. Su Yinhe shook her head. My supermarket has its own ideas, and I can't do anything about it. Then Miss Su, as the owner of the supermarket, shouldn't be struck by lightning. Can you help us move the supplies out of the supermarket? Lin Muxue clenched his fists, his face still polite. Yin supermarket, although I don't have a brain, I have my own ideas. Su Yin, I am willing to donate supplies, but what does it have to do with me if you are struck by lightning while taking supplies? Chapter 53, Sweet Confidence. Me? Are you kidding? How can you be sure that I won't be struck by lightning if I'm the owner of the supermarket? What if I'm struck by lightning? What if I die? Su Yin asked 5 questions in a row at a rapid speed. Even if Lin Muxue was good at speaking, she was choked by her questions. But Lin Muxue has been a superior for so many years. He may not be familiar with other things, but he is the best at brainwashing people. Miss Su, you are the owner of the supermarket. The supermarket will not hurt you no matter what. I know that you are scared, but there are so many old, weak and disabled people waiting for these life-saving supplies outside. How can Miss Su bear it? I sincerely beg Miss Su, please go and try. If you succeed, at least tens of thousands of people can be saved. Lin Muxue's expression was very sincere. Su Yin nodded in agreement on the surface, but she was thinking, old thing, it's okay to want to get something for free. He actually wanted her to take risks. The supermarket really wouldn't do anything to her. After all, those lightning strikes were a new feature she had just added to the tablet. The supermarket didn't have lightning strikes originally, but when Lin Muxue and the others came, there were lightning strikes. Su Yin knew the truth, but Lin Muxue didn't. Not only did he ask her to donate supplies, but he also asked her to try when she didn't know whether the thunder would strike Su Yin. He almost said directly, sacrifice yourself to save the entire base. Su Yin is kind-hearted. After listening to what Lin Muxue said, she really sympathized with those people. But it doesn't mean that she is willing to be taken advantage of for free. No matter how nice the words sound, it is still free. Sympathy is sympathy, but it is impossible to get something for free. So, after Su Yin agreed to donate, she let them go to the supermarket to get it themselves. After they went to get it, she secretly added a new function of being struck by thunder if they didn't pay. In the past, if someone stole something, or didn't exchange money, and wanted to run away after taking something, they would also be punished. Anyway, no one can take things out of the supermarket without paying and without Su Yin's consent. There are 3 ways to take things from the supermarket. One is to exchange gold crystal cores for money and take them away after buying them. The second is to work for Su Yin. Su Yin said that they would be paid a certain amount of money, and they would take it away after buying it. The third is that Su Yin personally delivered it. Lin Muxue's direct move would definitely not work. They would be punished by the supermarket's defense system if they did this. Su Yin felt that the punishment method was not shocking enough, so she secretly added a thunderbolt. The effect was very good. I can't bear it. But I'm scared. I'm most afraid of thunderbolts. Uncle Lin, you are so kind, you will definitely understand me, right? Su Yin said, and trembled a little, as if she was really afraid of being struck by thunderbolt. Lin Muxue, Miss Su, you are the owner of the supermarket, you may not. What if? What if it really strikes? I don't want to be like them. I'm most afraid of thunderbolts. Are you going to send me to death? Su Yin's face was full of disbelief. Uncle Lin, I thought you were a good person. I didn't expect you to let me die. Su Yin was shaking all over. As if some belief was shattered, and the look in her eyes when she looked at Lin Muxue became increasingly dim. Lin Muxue opened his mouth beside him. Xiao Yin. It sounded as if she had always admired Lin Muxue as her idol, and then her idol suddenly collapsed and she suffered a major blow. But, as far as he knew, this was the first time Xiao Yin met Lin Muxue. She had never even heard of this person before. Why now? It couldn't be that she really worshipped him because of a few words from Lin Muxue. Although Lin Muxue was his uncle, he couldn't say that Lin Muxue was a good person. Lin Muxue had been chasing power and fame all his life. He was used to disguising himself and deceiving ordinary people. But if you get to know him for a long time, you will know that this person is hypocritical, cruel, and good at brainwashing people. However, brainwashing is a subtle thing. Xiao Yin was the fastest brainwashed person he had ever seen. Lin Muxue wanted to comfort Su Yin, but since Lin Muxue was still there, he didn't dare to say it directly. But he was already thinking in his heart how to get Xiao Yin's brain back after Lin Nianbi left. Lin Muren looked at Su Yin, then at Lin Nianbi, who was speechless beside him, and thought of a series of persuasive words in his mind. Only Qi Yan and Qin Mingzhao saw the clues. Qi Yan was smart, and combined with Su Yin's usual behavior, he knew that she was pretending. Qin Mingzhao had a filter for Su Yin. He believed that his sister couldn't be so stupid that she admired a person who wanted to take advantage of her not long after they met. To be honest, even if his sister wanted to admire someone, it would be him. He is younger than Lin Nianbi, more handsome, and has more powerful supernatural powers. His sister is so discerning, if she wants to admire someone, she would choose him. Qin Mingzhao was so confident. Su Yin's expression didn't seem fake, so Lin Nianbi, the old fox, believed it. Lin Muxue also believed it, and then she thought Su Yin was even more stupid. How could there be such a person, who admired someone just because someone said a few words, and found out that the person she admired wanted her to die? She was just sad, and didn't curse directly. If it were her, she would definitely turn from a fan to hater and even step back. Miss Su, don't call me. I trust you so much, but you actually want me to die? Su Yin's eyes were red, and she sobbed as she spoke. I don't want to see you again, you and your people go away. Su Yin pointed at the supermarket door. Lin Nianbi had lied for so long, but this was the first time he had encountered such a scene. If Su Yin had directly refused to donate, he could still say that she was cold-blooded and stand on a high ground to accuse her. Then he would find someone to rob the supermarket and randomly distribute some supplies to those ordinary people. At that time, those who took the things would praise him for his benevolence. But Su Yin did not refuse and agreed. But they couldn't take it. He asked Su Yin to move it, but Su Yin had a high ground to accuse him. Boom, there was another thunder. There was no thunder, but there was thunder. Lin Nianbi, Lin Muxue and the people Lin Nianbi brought were all shocked. How could there be thunder when they didn't take anything? They looked around in panic and found that no one was struck. Just when they relaxed a little, there was another thunder. Lin Nianbi looked at Su Yin, whose eyes were still red, immersed in her own world and feeling sad. Chief Lin, the people Lin Nianbi brought looked at him. This supermarket was too weird. They couldn't stay there any longer. If this thunder was released by a thunder-type psychic, they wouldn't be afraid. After all, they were also psychics, just using a psychic power, there was nothing to be afraid of. But this thunder appeared in the supermarket for no reason. They didn't even know which direction it came from. Now, they could only hear the sound, and didn't even know where it came from. Lin Nianbi stared at Su Yin for a long time before sighing and saying helplessly, Miss Su, we're leaving first. I didn't mean to let Miss Su die, but I want you to save others. I hope Miss Su will think about it carefully. After Lin Nianbi finished speaking, he bowed deeply to Su Yin, and then left with the others. After the people left, Lin Muren was about to comfort them, when he saw Su Yin, who had red eyes just now, raise her head, change her sitting position, and open the tablet in a series of smooth movements. Su Yin waved at him and Qin Mingzhao, who were stunned. Come on, continue. We can finally know whose illegitimate daughter the heroine is. Su Yin rubbed her hands excitedly. This is the last update for today, no need to wait. Also, this book will be on the shelves tomorrow. I hope everyone can support it by subscribing in full. It's not expensive, just a few cents. This is very important to me, and it also determines how long this book can be written. I won't force you to write more if you don't have money, just vote more and write more comments, don't fatten up. Thank you for your support, and give you little flowers. Chapter 54, Bald. Little Yin? What are you doing? Lin Muren was stunned. Wasn't Little Yin just sad? Now they started watching the drama. Lin Muren saw that he was the only one who was surprised, and the other two were not surprised at all. Qin Mingzhao quickly squeezed in. He was watching the climax and finally knew the life experience of the heroine. Who knew that the old man suddenly ran over and talked so much, delaying his watching the drama. Qi Yan was still playing with the Rubik's Cube, turning it slowly. This made him seem to be making a fuss. Lin Muren blinked, looked at the paused episode next to him, and sat down. Let's finish watching the drama first. He was really curious, whose illegitimate daughter was the heroine. Not long after sitting down, Lin Muren was immersed in the plot and completely forgot about Su Yin's strangeness. After watching the latest episode, he had time to comfort Su Yin. Little Yin, don't be too sad. My uncle is not a good person. He is just, Lin Muxue had just finished thinking about it. Xiao Yin was not sad just now. It must be because the melodrama was so good, and the desire to watch the melodrama overwhelmed the sadness. Now that she has finished watching it, Xiao Yin must be very sad. I must comfort her. Lin Muxue began to expose Lin Yanbei's true face with a serious face. Uncle is not a good person, you really don't need to worship him, and don't be sad because of this. Muxue, thank you. But I'm really not sad. Su Yinhe listened to Lin Muxue's advice patiently, and then pressed his shoulders. You are lying, your eyes were so red just now, and I was shaking with sadness, But I was holding back my laughter. Su Yinhe wanted to laugh more and more, but if she laughed out loud, it would not be good, so she could only hold it back. But it was too hard to hold it back, and her body trembled while holding it back. As for her eyes, usually, her face and eyes would turn red as long as she read some pornographic comics and novels. It's not shyness, it's mainly because she feels excited. She just thought about it for a while. Cough. Of course, there is no need to say this. So, you are lying to them. Lin Muxue didn't quite believe it when he said this, but he had to believe it when he saw Su Yinhe's innocent look. How can I say it's a lie? This is just a conversation between adults. This makes me look sincere. Su Yinhe looked sincere. Goddamn sincere. Lin Muxue didn't know what expression to show. He really thought she was sad. Lin Muxue followed Su Yinhe with a disillusioned look on his face and followed another drama. After going out, he didn't get any of the supplies that he thought he would definitely get, and he was so embarrassed. Lin Yanbei went back to take a shower and caught a cold after the shower. Lin Muxue was the same. She sneezed and cursed in her heart. Some cursed Su Yinhe, and some cursed Lin Muxue. Most of them cursed Lin Yanbei. Isn't her uncle the best at talking? What happened today? Not only did he fail to succeed, but he also made that idiot angry. That idiot trusted him so much, but he messed it up. She got caught in so much rain today and didn't find anything. Sure enough, relying on others doesn't work. Lin Muxue cursed as she drank ginger soup. The ginger was a mutant ginger, and the taste was stronger than the previous ginger, and it was bitter, and even brown sugar couldn't suppress it. The more Lin Muxue drank, the more irritable she became. This uncle was not reliable at all. Lin Yanbei was also drinking ginger soup. He was not afraid of the taste, but he became more and more angry as he drank. Su Yinhe seemed to trust him very much and agreed to donate. Later, he refused to move things just because he was afraid of thunder and being struck. But now he was back, drinking ginger soup, thinking about it carefully, and the more he thought about it, the more he felt something was wrong. But he couldn't find anything wrong. Lin Yanbei planned to find a few thunder-type psychics to move it tomorrow. Thunder-type psychics are not afraid of thunder, so they can move it. Or, give the psychics something to avoid lightning and wear plastic clothes. Lin Yanbei thought about it all night, and the next morning, he wanted to tell Xiao Liu to find a thunder-type psychic. As a result, Xiao Liu didn't show up after calling for a long time. He remembered that Xiao Liu was struck by lightning and was dragged back to lie down yesterday. Lin Yanbei went to see Xiao Liu. Xiao Liu was not dead. He was still lying there, twitching from time to time and spitting out white foam. Judging from the situation, he couldn't work for a while. Lin Yanbei looked for a long time before leaving. Xiao Liu was not there, so he found someone else to do it. This time he still went with him. Lin Muxue didn't go. She had a fever and swallowed 2 pills of medicine developed by the base, but she didn't get better. She was confused by the fever. Lin Yanbei just had a cold and kept a runny nose. He was still able to move. However, Lin Yanbei's calculations were in vain. In theory, thunder-type psychics are not afraid of being struck by lightning. They can even extract energy from lightning to replenish themselves. As a result, several thunder-type psychics went to the supermarket to move things. When they saw the lightning coming down, they were ready to collect the lightning. Then they were burned. It was more serious than Xiao Liu's. The hair was chopped into ashes. He became bald directly. Lin Yanbei did not give up and tried to let the psychics wear insulating clothes. As a result, the lightning struck again, and then several psychics fell down. All the psychics who were doing the experiment were struck without exception. No matter what he tried, he failed. The psychics who were knocked unconscious by the lightning piled up into a mountain. At first, those who came to buy things normally were still a little scared, But the lightning kept striking, and it was very accurate every time, and it would not strike off the right side at all, so they were no longer afraid. They did what they had to do. There were also some people who had evil intentions and wanted to steal something, but when they saw the lightning, their hearts were no longer evil. It was so scary. This lightning can't be avoided at all. After a day, the people brought by Lin Muxue fainted, and he was also tired, haggard, and kept sniffing his nose, which was completely different from the elegant and polite superior yesterday. Today, he looked like a middle-aged man whose love and career were not going well. When he walked towards Su Yinhe saw him and immediately turned her head away, looking heartbroken. Lin Muxue, Miss Su, please. Su Yinhe covered her ears, refusing to listen. Seeing Su Yinhe's reaction, Lin Muxue finally looked at Lin Muxue on the side. Muxue, can you persuade Miss Su? I really didn't mean that day. Lin Muxue looked embarrassed. Uncle, don't say any more. You don't know how long Yin cried after you left yesterday. She is very disappointed in you. She won't listen to anyone now. Yin is my friend. She has always been a kind-hearted person. She will forgive others when they do something wrong. But uncle, you really went too far yesterday. How could you let Yin go to die? Lin Muxue, damn it, when did he say to let her die? He just wanted her to try. After all, she was the owner of the supermarket. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 55. Something is wrong. Lin Muxue felt something was wrong when he listened to Lin Muxue's words. The more he listened, the more wrong it seemed. Muxue, okay, uncle. You are my uncle, I should help you. But Yin is also my friend, one of the few friends. I can't let my friend die because of you. Lin Muxue waved his hand, looking determined. Lin Muxue, it was really wrong. But he couldn't figure out what was wrong. Almost all the superpowers brought by Lin Muxue were knocked unconscious, and the remaining few were also responsible for carrying people back. Su Yinhe was unwilling to listen to him again, so Lin Muxue could only look at her deeply and then take people away. The cold was not healed, and he was caught on the rain again. After returning, as expected, Lin Muxue's illness became more serious. After Lin Muxue left, Qin Mingzhao gave Lin Muxue a thumbs up. Not bad. You can talk, that's right. I know exactly what my uncle is planning. Lin Muxue was a little proud. Yin, what are we having for dinner? Lin Muxue was proud and began to care about the dishes for dinner. These 2 days, they went back to the cave to sleep at night and came to the supermarket to play during the day. Little Yin would cook for them. 3 meals a day, with a wide variety of dishes. As he ate, he wanted to marry Yin. Su Yinhe raised her fingers to count. Let me think. Fairy meat, 4 happiness meatballs, steamed sea bass, sweet and sour spare ribs, spicy chicken, mapo tofu, bacon fried rice, stir-fried Chinese cabbage. Lin Muxue wiped his mouth and was about to drool. Qin Mingzhao, sister, don't say it, your brother is so greedy. Qi Yan calmed down a little, but he didn't play the Rubik's Cube anymore. He sat upright and looked at Su Yinhe. That's all for now. Su Yinhe still felt a little regretful after counting. She had thought about making more, but there was too much time and too little time. Let's have hot pot tomorrow and open a watermelon. Su Yinhe has already started planning tomorrow's diet. Hot pot is the best match for rainy days. Last time, too many things happened during the hot pot meal, and the food was tasteless. Her hot pot addiction was satisfied, but not completely satisfied. Here? Will we be beaten? Qin Mingzhao smiled and joked. They had moved a table here for meals these days. People were coming and going. Those who had been hungry for a long time saw them eating and wanted to rush forward to grab the food. The 3 of them were strong, so they were not afraid of being robbed. In addition, the supermarket's defense system made it so that no one dared to rob. But every time she ate, she felt a hungry wolf's eyes, and the food didn't smell so good. Well, let's go to my house. Su Yinhe thought about it. It was not right to eat here all the time. After so many days of observation, she felt that these 3 people could still be trusted. The most important thing was that she could protect herself and was not afraid that they would suddenly have bad intentions. If Su Yinhe did not have the ability to protect herself, she would not let them go up no matter what she said. But the system left her a lot, and no one could hurt her. So Su Yinhe didn't mind letting them go up. Really? Can we really go to your house? After so many days of communication, Lin Muxue also knew that Su Yinhe's home was on the 5th floor. Although he was very curious about what Xiao Yin's home was like, he didn't say he wanted to go up. Friends are friends, but they can't cross the line. Unexpectedly, Xiao Yinhe actually asked them to go up first. Does this mean that they are very good friends? Yes. Cooking for you every day, I'm exhausted. When you go up, I'll leave it to you. I need to rest, no problem. I'll be responsible for washing the vegetables. Lin Muxue patted his chest to guarantee. I have no problem either. I can cut meat. Qin Mingzhao didn't want to be outdone. Qi Yan paused. Give you a massage, Su Yinhe. Lin Muxue, damn. So good at taking advantage of others? Qin Mingzhao, want to take advantage of my sister? After Qi Yan finished speaking, he stared at Su Yinhe. Gentleness with a bit of strength. Su Yinhe was scorched by his eyes and lowered her head quickly. Well, I'll go upstairs to cook. Su Yinhe's face was hot, and she turned sideways when she walked. She admitted that she was a little interested in Qi Yan because of his face. According to her observation, he should be interested in her as well. But isn't this too straightforward? During the meal, Su Yinhe kept her head down and ate, but Qi Yan's face was normal, and there was nothing unusual. Lin Muxue knew what Qi Yan was thinking a long time ago. After being surprised at Qi Yan's speed, she did what she had to do. They grabbed the dishes very quickly. Qin Mingzhao was not very happy. He just found his sister, and it turned out that a pig came to take advantage of him so soon. He was unhappy, so he naturally wanted to vent. So, no matter what dish Qi Yan picked up, Qin Mingzhao would take the dish he wanted to pick up first. But after he picked up the dish, he gave Qi Yan an apologetic smile and said a few words. Sorry, I picked it up too quickly. Do you mind if you didn't get to eat it? Once or twice, Qi Yan didn't react. Starting from the third time, the two stopped eating and started fighting with 2 pairs of chopsticks. Lin Muxue occasionally looked up and saw it, and felt dazzled, then lowered his head and continued to eat. They didn't eat, which was a good thing for him. They started fighting with chopsticks, and then they started to use their feet. Lin Muxue, who was trying hard to eat, was accidentally injured. He was stepped on hard, and it hurt so much that the food he picked up fell. Lin Muxue looked at them, and after feeling the weird atmosphere between them, he silently retracted his feet. Eat, eat. He didn't want to get involved in the war between them. The two people fought with chopsticks above and feet below. In the end, almost all the dishes on the table went into Lin Muxue's stomach. He only served a bowl of rice. After finishing the meal, he didn't serve any more, but tried hard to eat the dishes. Now his stomach is so full that he just wants to lie still. After eating, except for the 2 pairs of chopsticks held by the 2 people, all other tableware was taken away by Su Yinhe. After she finished collecting the dishes, she held a tablet, lowered her head and started playing a single-player game. Qin Mingzhao waited for Su Yinhe to collect the dishes before he remembered that he was so busy fighting with Qi Yan that he didn't even eat a few bites of rice and his stomach was still empty. He turned to look at Qi Yan. Fortunately, there were people who were also hungry. Qi Yan took out a cup of soy milk and a steaming seaweed rice ball. He glanced at him indifferently, retracted his gaze, and started eating the rice ball. Qin Mingzhao saw his contempt for him from his nonchalant attitude. I forgot that Qi Yan had space. It was a mistake. Qin Mingzhao gritted his teeth and suddenly wanted to bite someone. Qin Mingzhao touched his empty stomach and swallowed his anger to buy a bowl of instant noodles. When the noodles were ready, he looked pitiful. Lin Muxue, who was watching, why bother? Why not fight anywhere else? Why fight during meals? Doesn't it affect eating? Lin Muxue didn't understand their train of thought. In his opinion, the sky's big, the earth is big, but eating is the most important thing. Chapter 56 Puzzle Games. Wouldn't it be stupid to let fighting affect eating? Lin Muxue didn't dare to say this complaint, and could only complain secretly in his heart. After watching the show, Lin Muxue came to Su Yinhe and watched her play games. As he watched, he began to give orders. Left, left, right, this side is not okay. Right, right, right. Lin Muxue wanted to play in person. How could little Yin's fingers be so inflexible at such a young age? Say it again. Su Yinhe was annoyed by him, looking up at him with murderous intent. She had no intention of playing games in the first place, and just pretended to play casually, but in fact she had been paying attention to the movements over there. As a result, Lin Muxue came up to give orders to her. "I won't say anything." Lin Muxue didn't expect her to lose her temper, and shrank his neck in grievance, not daring to speak. "Humph. Should I play or you play? There is no game experience at all." Su Yinhe hit him with the tablet. "I want to play too." Lin Muxue, who said he would stop talking, heard this and felt even more aggrieved. He also wanted to play games. This is a game. How long has it been since he last played it? He had to go to school before, and his father caught him playing with his phone and computer every day on the grounds that it affected his studies. He thought he would be free when he went to college, but the end of the world came before he even finished high school. Qi Yan did have a phone, but he only used it to listen to music. He didn't download any games. He couldn't even play any games he wanted. Su Yinhe looked at his aggrieved look and felt a little sympathy for some reason. "Okay, I'll give it to you to play for a while." Su Yinhe patted his shoulder. "Silly boy." Su Yinhe gave him the tablet and threatened him that he could only play on this interface and not touch anything else. If he did, he would not come to her place for dinner. Okay. Lin Muxue nodded quickly, holding the tablet tightly. Su Yinhe felt something was wrong, and then snatched it back. She regretted it. The tablet had too many secrets and was not suitable. Little Yin, Lin Muxue didn't expect Su Yinhe to snatch it back. She was completely broken. How could she do this? "Hey. Wait a minute, I'll give you my spare phone." The tablet can't be given, because it has many secrets, and the phone can't be given, because it has even more secrets. The phone is the one that she would get up and format if she was hit by a car and flew 10 meters away. Let's just use the spare phone, because there are only a few photos in it. Lin Muxue just wanted to play some games, and both the tablet and the spare phone would be fine. After taking the spare phone, Lin Muxue began to concentrate on playing the puzzle game. When Qi Yan was about to go back to the cave, he didn't go back when he was called. "Brother Qi, go back first, I'll play for a while." Qi Yan's tone was a little lower. "Are you going or not?" Wait a minute, I'll be right there." Lin Muxue was not very confused about the game. How could he pass this level? What did he overlook? It was obviously the best route, so why couldn't he pass it? "You don't have to come back tonight." Qi Yan waited for a while and didn't want to wait any longer. He was not a very patient person to begin with, and giving Lin Muxue all these was enough. There was no more. Qi Yan took 2 steps and walked to Su Yinhe's side. "Throw him out when the store closes. You can stay away, but you can't stay in the supermarket overnight." This was the first sentence he said to her. After he said that, Su Yinhe paused with her finger on the screen and nodded. Qi Yan looked at her furry head, and his palm suddenly felt a little itchy. After Qi Yan left, Su Yinhe looked at Lin Muxue, who was still addicted to the puzzle game next to him, and felt a little annoyed, so she simply let him leave with his phone. Qin Mingzhao was the last to leave. When he left, he pretended to be pitiful and said that Qi Yan beat him so hard that his legs turned purple. Su Yinhe felt guilty when she heard Qi Yan's name, and quickly sent him away. Then she sent away the last customer in the supermarket, closed the door, went upstairs, washed up and went to bed. After getting into bed, Su Yinhe thought of Qi Yan's words again, and she didn't feel sleepy at all. The more she thought about it, the more energetic she became. She rolled from one end of the bed to the other. Her heart seemed a little confused. Su Yinhe thought about it, and found one of the top 10 most abusive novels selected by the internet in the year, and started reading it. As she watched, her heart calmed down. Then, she felt sleepy and fell asleep. Then she had a dream. She dreamed of Qi Yan. She couldn't remember the specific content of the dream. But she remembered that Qi Yan was wearing a suit and giving her a massage. As he was massaging her, she began to harass him with dirty talk. She couldn't remember what dirty talk he said, but it was shameful. When Su Yinhe woke up, she was sweating all over. She buried herself in the quilt. After burying herself in the quilt for a long time, she slowly got up, brushed her teeth, and washed her face. After washing her face, she felt sticky again, so she took another shower. After coming out of the shower, she sat on the bed in a daze. If she told them today that the hot pot appointment was cancelled, would she be beaten to death? She had someone come to her house right after she had a dream. How weird. Although she was very reluctant, it was not good to go back on her word at the last minute. So Su Yinhe took them up to the 5th floor and into the house. The first time they came to Su Yinhe's house, The three of them seemed a little excited and nervous. They changed into their best clothes and brought gifts. As luck would have it, all three of them were wearing suits. Especially Qian, who was wearing exactly the same suit as in her dream. Su Yin, she pinched herself, it wasn't a dream. It was even scarier. It's been so long, and there are still suits, she understood Qian, there was space. Where did the remaining two people come from? When Qi and I went out to fight zombies, we met a store selling suits, and all the suits in it were sold out. Hearing this, Su Yin's eyes became strange. We were still fighting yesterday, and today he gave Qin Mingzhao a suit? Come on, this is a gift from your brother. Qin Mingzhao was wearing a red suit, very showy, and he was holding a gift box. It seemed that this gift box should also be given by Qi Yan. Such flashy things are not produced at all now. The atmosphere between the two people was not as full of gunpowder as yesterday. Today, there was Lin Muxue between the two people, which was quite harmonious. So what happened when she didn't see it? Lin Muxue was very angry when Qin Mingzhao robbed her, and glared at Qin Mingzhao fiercely. We agreed to give it together, but you got there first? You must have done it on purpose. Qi Yan didn't do anything, but his expression became even colder, and the look he gave Qin Mingzhao changed from indifference at the beginning to a fierce look. Little Yin, this is for you. Lin Muxue carried the gift box and squeezed Qin Mingzhao aside. Thank you. After receiving the gift, Su Yin thanked her politely. Then the two who had given the gifts looked at Qi Yan. Qi Yan had nothing in his hands and didn't mean to give anything. After they went in, they began to prepare the dishes for the hot pot. Lin Muxue was in charge of washing the vegetables, Qin Mingzhao was peeling potatoes, and Qi Yan was leaning against the kitchen door, with no intention of doing anything. Su Yin said that she would let them do it and she would rest, so she stayed in the living room and waited. Chapter 57 Preparing Gifts. While washing the dishes, Lin Muxue began to move to Qi Yan's side and nudged him with his arm. Brother Qi, where is your gift? Why don't you take it out? Qi Yan glanced at him indifferently, without any intention of answering. What does his gift have to do with Lin Muxue? Lin Muxue's curiosity was too much to ask about everything. Brother Qi, you are too slow. Qin Mingzhao got it first. Lin Muxue shook his head. Brother Qi was so smart at ordinary times, why did he fail at the critical moment? Wash your dishes. Qi Yan finally paid attention to him, but it was better not to pay attention to him. You are not proactive at all. You will regret it when Xiao Yin is taken away by others. Lin Muxue looked at him with disdain, and then ran to wash the dishes before Qi Yan took action. If you run slower, you can't wash the dishes. After Su Yin was stunned in the living room for a while they were still busy in the kitchen, she took the gifts given by Lin Muxue and Qin Mingzhao into the room, closed the door, and began to open them. Lin Muxue's gift box was a bit too big, and Su Yin was a little curious, so she opened it first. It was a straw rabbit, woven very tightly, with two large red crystal cores inlaid on its sides. The straw part was also painted white. At a glance from a distance, it really looked like a white rabbit. Thinking of the grass before, Su Yin felt that Lin Muxue's skill in weaving rabbits had improved rapidly. Su Yin placed the rabbit next to her bed and even put a step under it. Then came Qin Mingzhao's. A bracelet, colorful, with crystal cores strung on it, and the rare thing was that each one was almost the same size. You know, the crystal cores in the brains of different zombies are usually different sizes. It's not easy to find so many crystal cores of the same size. Su Yin didn't have the habit of wearing bracelets, so she put the bracelet in her jewelry box. After putting it away, Su Yin thought of Qi Yan. They all gave it as a gift, so why didn't Qi Yan give it as a gift? Thinking about it, she thought of Qi Yan's words of giving her a massage. Combining the gift, Su Yin's thoughts diverged a little. Stop. How can you be so impure in broad daylight? Qi Yan is so serious, he is not that kind of person. Su Yin spat on herself fiercely. After opening the gifts, Su Yin returned to the living room. At this time, the hot pot was almost ready. She took a few bottles of drinks and they could eat. The last hot pot was not good, and this one. It seems that it was not very good either. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but her chopsticks and Qi Yan's chopsticks kept bumping into each other. Su Yin's palms were a little sweaty. It was really nice to eat hot pot on a rainy day. Su Yin turned on the air conditioner, but after eating hot pot, several people were still sweating. Lin Muxue took a sip of Coke. It's nice. Xiao Yin, when are we going to have hot pot next time? Although they had just finished eating, Lin Muxue was already thinking about the next time. Lin Muxue looked at Su Yinhe eagerly. Su Yinhe took a sip of orange juice. Let's talk about it next time. Tonight. Su Yinhe, go away. Eating hot pot twice a day, she must be crazy. After eating the hot pot, they still had to work. Su Yinhe ordered them to clean up the mess. Of course, she only dared to order Qin Mingzhao and Lin Muxue. She knew that if she ordered Qi Yan, she would be able to order him, but now she felt guilty because of that dream. After cleaning up, Su Yinhe turned on the TV, ate and drank enough, and then watched the bloody drama to digest it. Qin Mingzhao and Lin Muxue quickly got into the mood and stared at the TV. The TV was obviously better and bigger than the mobile phone. Qi Yan did not join in, nor did he play his Rubik's Cube, but stared at Su Yin's profile in a trance. Su Yinhe was watching seriously, but under Qi Yan's real gaze, she seemed uneasy. The bloody drama could not be watched anymore. I'm going to the toilet. Su Yinhe decided to pee. The two people who were addicted to the bloody drama didn't care and responded casually. Su Yinhe left, not to the toilet, but ran back to the room. She hugged her favorite doll and pounded it. Her heart was beating fast now, even more chaotic than last night. Su Yinhe decided to find something to do. When she was busy, she wouldn't think so much. She started to prepare return gifts for them. Lin Muxue's return gift was easy. She just cleared the photos in her spare phone, downloaded a few standalone games, and then packed it up. As for Qin Mingzhao, she prepared a bottle of red wine. This red wine was given by someone else, and she never drank it. The red wine was not in her room, but in another room. Su Yinhe sneaked out, took it, and sneaked back. The more she thought about it, the more sad she felt. It was obviously her own home. Why was she so humble? Why did she have such an outrageous dream last night? As a result, she didn't even look at Qi Yan today. Although she coveted his body and face, dreaming was still too shameful. Qin Mingzhao's return gift was also prepared, and there was still one for Qi Yan. Although Qi Yan didn't send a gift, Su Yinhe also prepared a gift. He had a space, and the gift was probably in the space. If he sent a gift, she would give return gifts to the other two people, but not to him, which would be embarrassing. So Su Yinhe started to think about what to give Qi Yan. You can't give him seafood again. He likes sweet food. Cake? Wouldn't it be bad to give him food alone? Su Yinhe frowned and hid her doll again. She was so entangled. Su Yinhe hesitated for a long time. After choosing the gift and wrapping it, she looked at the bow on it and felt that something was crooked. Then she took it off decisively and tied it again. After tying it, she felt that the bow was not standard enough and not symmetrical enough, so she took it off again. It was not good to keep the guests in the living room, and the host ran to the room. After finishing the gift, Su Yinhe put the gift into the space, and then slowly returned to the original position and followed them to watch the drama. It's just that her heart was not on the plot at all. There were obviously 4 people, but only 2 people really watched it. Finally, when the time was almost up, Su Yinhe sent them out and handed the gifts to Lin Muxue and Qin Mingzhao. There was only Qi Yan's. He didn't give it to her, so why should she give it to him? Su Yinhe didn't want to do business at a loss. Lin Muxue didn't expect there would be a gift. Little Yin, you are so nice. Qin Mingzhao had an expression that said, my sister is so nice, I am proud of her. Qi Yan didn't have one, and both Lin Muxue and Qin Mingzhao noticed it. Lin Muxue secretly glanced at Qi Yan, feeling very sad. Why did he fail at this time? Are you regretting it? Qin Mingzhao hoped that Qi Yan didn't have one, and he would be happy to see it. You go first. Qi Yan started to drive people away. What? Why? Are you? Qin Mingzhao was about to taunt, but Lin Muxue pulled Qin Mingzhao away with a tactful look. He is the best assist. The two of them left, leaving only Su Yinhe and Qi Yan. Here, Qi Yan took out his gift and handed it to Su Yinhe personally. Their fingertips touched, and Su Yinhe felt his warmth on her fingertips. Guess what gift Yan prepared for Yin, and what gift Yin prepared for Yan. Chapter 58 is gift. Su Yinhe was a little flustered, and her already fast-beating heart beat even faster. She also took out the gift she prepared for Qi Yan to cover up her panic. This is for you. When she gave it to him, she inevitably touched his fingertips again. Su Yinhe felt that her hands were a little hot, and her face was a little hot. Thank you, I like it very much. And, Qi Yan grabbed the gift and looked at her seriously. I am serious about what I said. Seriously? What serious? Massage? All Su Yinhe's efforts were in vain. She couldn't control herself at all. Her heart beat faster, and so did her hands. It was only a moment of contact, but until now, it seemed that the warm touch still remained. "See you tomorrow." Qi Yan curled his lips, stretched out his empty hand, hesitated, and touched the messy hair on her forehead. She just rolled on the bed again. Qi Yan left. Su Yin patted her head. It was so weird. It was really weird. Why am I so weird? Su Yin took the gift from Qi Yan and closed the door. After entering the door, she put the gift box on the table and drank a glass of water. After drinking a whole glass of water, the restlessness in her heart subsided a little. She stayed for a while and calculated the time. After they left, she decided to go downstairs to close the store. It was not yet time for the supermarket to close, but the boss wanted to close it early today. When Su Yin went out, she was still a little clumsy. It took a long time to adjust before she returned to normal. As for the gift box on the table, Su Yin deliberately ignored it. At this point, there were not many customers in the supermarket. She urged them twice, and they left quickly. After everyone left, Su Yin closed the door of the supermarket. Through the glass, she saw the heavy rain outside. For so many days, there was no sign of weakening. No one knew when it would stop. Such heavy rain still had an impact on her supermarket business. The most important thing is that few customers who come to the supermarket have umbrellas or raincoats. They all come directly in the rain, all wet from head to toe. When they walk in, their footprints are printed on the tiles with every step, and the water keeps dripping down. It makes her supermarket dirty. But in this case, Su Yin can't always drive the customers out. This is a worry. In addition, it rains so hard all day, which really affects the mood. Su Yin looked at the heavy rain and thought for a long time before she walked upstairs slowly. I don't know what she was afraid of seeing. After returning home, Su Yin stared at the gift box on the table for a long time before taking it into the room. After taking it into the room, she made enough mental preparations before opening the box. It was a little frog. A little frog with its claws biting. It was small and lay quietly in the gift box. After Su Yin picked it up, she found that there were several stacked cardboards underneath. There were also things drawn on them. After she picked it up and looked at it, she found that it was a cartoon of a little frog. It was very cute and colored. The pieces of paper were numbered, and Su Yin sorted them by number, and then read a story about why a little frog bites its paws. The story was written by Qi Yan, and the comic was also drawn by Qi Yan. On the back of the last piece of cardboard, Su Yin saw this story is purely fictional. Any similarity is purely coincidental, Qi Yan. As she read, Su Yin smiled. She put the little frog doll together with a straw frog that Qi Yan had given her before. She solemnly sandwiched the cards in her favorite physical novel. Qi Yan came back so late, and as soon as he got back, Lin Muxue winked at him. Qi Yan ignored him skillfully. Brother Qi, how is it? How is it going? Lin Muxue looked curious. Brother Qi, what gift did you give to little Yin? Go to work. Qi Yan didn't want to answer. Just say it, the work can be done later, but you can't always listen to things about Brother Qi want to know. Qi Yan raised his eyebrows. Yes, Lin Muxue nodded as fast as a chicken pecking at rice. He was really curious. Think about it, Qi Yan flicked Lin Muxue's head. Hey, why are you so strong? Lin Muxue covered his head and cried in pain. Hurry up and work. Qi Yan, who was away from Su Yin, was cold and ruthless. Tisk. If you don't want to tell me, then don't tell me. I'll ask Xiao Yin later. Lin Muxue cursed, but did not delay his work at all. After entering the tent at night, Qi Yan began to open the gift that Su Yin had given him to discredit him. He opened it very slowly, and it took him a minute to open the balloon. When he opened the box and saw what was inside, he was stunned for a moment. It was a novel. He picked up the novel and flipped through it. He curled his lips and smiled. At this moment, all the alienation and coldness disappeared. The next day, Yin supermarket was closed. Lin Muxue was dumbfounded when he arrived. When he came back, he wanted to shake Qi Yan and ask him what he had done. But after thinking about the consequences, he still didn't dare to do it. Lin Muxue didn't dare, but Qin Mingxiao didn't have that worry. Qi, what did you say to my sister? When Qin Mingxiao came, he looked like he was going to ask a question. Hey, do you really think you are Xiao Yin's sister? Brother. What does Qi brother say to Xiao Yin have to do with you? Although Lin Muxue wanted to ask, But seeing Qin Mingzhao's look, he didn't even think about it and just pushed back. Why are you butting in? Children shouldn't butt in when adults are talking. Qin Mingzhao didn't take the fool Lin Muren seriously. Who the hell are you calling a child? Lin Muren exploded. How old is he, little shit? You? Qin Mingzhao looked at the top of his head. This is intolerable. How dare this idiot despise his height? Lin Muren was angry, and the two of them started fighting with their supernatural powers. Fortunately, Qi Yan exchanged supplies with others to get a large position, otherwise they wouldn't have enough space to display. Qin Mingzhao is very strong, and Lin Muren is not bad either. The two fought hard. Qin Mingzhao was punched by the angry Lin Muren, and then he remembered that he was here to find Qi Yan. What did he have to do with Lin Muren? Lin Muren, move away, I'm here to find Qi Yan. Lin Muren didn't listen and continued to fight. This idiot despised his height. This couldn't be tolerated. He had to be beaten to apologize. Qi Yan watched for a while, attached a layer of water film to his tent, and then went in. He didn't like watching people fight, just don't affect him. In the end, Qin Mingzhao and Lin Muren were exhausted, and the two stopped. The two people lay on the ground panting, gasping for breath, with bruises on their bodies. At the beginning, they used supernatural powers, and then they fought hand to hand. It was barely a draw. Qin, you can't even beat me. How can you cause trouble for Brother Qi when the time comes? Lin Muren stretched out his legs and kicked him lazily. It's not that he didn't want to use force, but he really didn't have the strength. I'm causing trouble for him, it's none of your business. Are you addicted to being a follower? Qin Mingzhao got angry just looking at him. He was obviously here to find Qi Yan, so what's the point of fighting with this idiot? Chapter 59. A group of starving ghosts. Lin Muren, who had calmed down, was stunned after hearing his words. That's right. But, do you still have the strength now? Lin Muren looked at him, feeling a little guilty. Humph, Qin Mingzhao didn't find any trouble with Qi Yan, so he could only threaten him. When he had a good rest, he would definitely find Qi Yan again. When he was outside, Qi Yan didn't even go out. I don't want to talk to a fool, it will be contagious. Fortunately, Su Yin still wanted to make money, so she opened the door the next day. After Qin Mingzhao went there, he pestered her and asked about her health. He even took out the medicine he had collected for many years. Su Yin looked at the production date on the medicine and rejected his kindness. Qin Mingzhao felt very sorry when he heard her refusal. His sister didn't trust him enough. He thought that they had been watching dramas and playing cards together for so many days, and his sister already trusted him. What's more, she invited him to her house a few days ago. Qin Mingzhao was lonely and looked at Su Yin with the eyes of a scumbag. Although Su Yin didn't understand his eyes, she shuddered and got goosebumps. As for Qi Yan, Su Yin didn't dare to look at him or talk to him. She talked to Qin Mingzhao and Lin Muren, but not to him. Qi Yan didn't play the Rubik's Cube today. I don't know if he was bored or what. Instead, he took out a book Meditations to read. However, it is unknown how much he read. Just when Su Yin thought that today was also a peaceful day, Lin Nianbi came again. He brought a group of people with ragged clothes, pale faces and thin bodies. They were not the superpowers under his command. Lin Nianbi was a little proud today. After racking his brains for so many days, he finally found a way. Since he can't take it out, then don't take it out. Eat it directly inside. Although these things can't go directly into his hands, he can let these starving ghosts go in to eat. Without supplies, it's good to earn some reputation. It's a bargain for these starving ghosts. Thinking of this, a trace of disgust flashed across Lin Nianbi's eyes. The things in the supermarket were originally his. If he could take them away, he would never be so generous as to give them to these starving ghosts. These starving ghosts have no superpowers and no physical strength. They only know how to ask for food and drink from the base all day long. They lie in the cave all day long, and don't go to salvage, but they eat up so much food stored in the base. Thinking of this, Lin Nianbi felt heartbroken. Although the food in the base is not his, it should not be given to these useless ordinary people. However, there is a supermarket. Although he can't take the supplies inside, letting these people eat the things in the supermarket directly can also save a lot of food for the base. Thinking of this, Lin Nianbi's mood improved a lot, and he even walked to Su Yin and asked her if she could provide boiled water. Miss Su, I wonder if you can provide so much boiled water? So many people came today, and each of them is about to starve to death. If Miss Su can't provide them with hot water, they may die in the supermarket. Lin Nianbi looked at her with a smile, and he didn't believe it. Lin Nianbi brought many people. Su Yin looked around, but there was no end in sight. After hearing what Lin Nianbi said, the people brought by Lin Nianbi looked at Su Yin with eyes that were sharper than lasers. They had been hungry for several days, and the base no longer provided food, only hot water. They were hungry and cold, and needed hot water, but they needed food more. It wouldn't matter if they didn't have hot water, but they would die if they didn't have food. They were so hungry that they were about to eat dirt, and today Lin Nianbi suddenly sent someone to tell them that he had found food for them. As long as they followed Lin Nianbi out, they could eat hot instant noodles, as much as they wanted. It was raining so hard, they usually wouldn't want to come out. They were already so hungry that they were weak, and they ran out to get wet in the rain. Isn't this just looking for death? But when these words came out, they didn't care about anything. They were so hungry, really so hungry. There was only acid in their stomachs, and they were so hungry that they felt uncomfortable. Hot water, yes, as much as you want, Su Yin nodded, without any displeasure on her face, and even pretended to get hot water. Lin Nianbi didn't expect Su Yin's behavior. Lin Nianbi was stunned. He asked that question just now to disgust Su Yin. After so many days, he also figured it out. Su Yin said she was willing before, but her behavior showed that she was not willing at all. After thinking it through, he knew that she was lying about being afraid of being struck by lightning. So after he thought of this good idea, he sent his subordinates to the 3 big caves to publicize that they could eat instant noodles for free. Then he brought the starving ghosts in the 3 caves to Yin's supermarket to eat instant noodles. He didn't believe that she didn't feel bad. These starving ghosts didn't need any hot water to eat instant noodles. They were so hungry that they couldn't wait to soak the instant noodles in hot water. They ate them directly. The reason why he asked Su Yin for hot water was to tell her that he brought many people and would eat a lot of instant noodles. He thought Su Yin would be heartbroken and angry, but he didn't expect her to smile and seemed to be eager to prepare hot water for them. No need, Miss Su. I just thought about it carefully. They may not be able to wait for the instant noodles to be ready. No need to bother, Lin Nianbi said while observing Su Yin's expression. Okay, then Uncle Lin, don't talk nonsense to me here. Look at the person behind you, it seems that he wants to eat you like bread. Su Yin pointed behind Lin Nianbi. Lin Nianbi's expression froze, and when he turned around, he saw that the person behind him was drooling, and his eyes were looking at him unkindly, thinking that he was delaying their meal time. Lin Nianbi has a good reputation in the base. Everyone usually looks at him with admiration. But now they are so fucking hungry that they can only think about eating. Who would think about admiring others? Because of Su Yin's words, they think that Lin Nianbi is delaying their meals and wants them to starve to death. Therefore, their already impatient eyes became even more impatient, and they even wanted to bite him. Hell, then you guys hurry in, don't starve. Lin Nianbi stepped aside and motioned Xiao Liu, who was following him, to take the group of starving ghosts to the instant noodle area. After so many days of convulsions, Xiao Liu no longer leaked electricity and was able to continue working. However, Su Yin looked at Xiao Liu, not knowing whether her eyesight was not very good, but she always felt that his mouth was a little crooked. Xiao Liu nodded, and then led the people behind him to the instant noodle area. A long line of people, the normal shoppers, retreated one after another. They retreated, but not completely. They just stood by and watched the show with great interest. I always feel that things will not go so smoothly. Didn't you see how many times Lin Nianbi failed before? This time, it seems that he will not succeed either. This supermarket is very weird, and the supplies can never be taken away, and the thunder can never be struck. Su Yin looked at Lin Nianbi, who was smiling and confident of victory, and asked a question that she cared about most. Chapter 60 Fighting. Uncle Lin, you brought so many people here, the supermarket floor is so wet, you will find someone to mop the floor for me, right? Su Yin looked at him expectantly. Lin Nianbi's smile froze. Of course, these 2 words made him say it with a gnashing of teeth. That's good. I thought Uncle Lin not only wanted to get something for free, but also didn't care about hygiene. Su Yin breathed a sigh of relief and patted his chest. Lin Nianbi, what does this damn girl mean by saying this? How can I call this a free thing? I'm doing this for the base. Lin Nianbi thought about it and realized that there was something wrong with Su Yin's words. Yes, You are doing this for the old, weak, sick and disabled people in the base, for the future of the base. You are selfless and have worked hard for the development of the base. You definitely did not think of taking over the supermarket just because the owner is a woman, nor did you want to rob the supermarket, let alone embezzle the supermarket's supplies. You are willing to let your people be struck by lightning every day for the sake of ordinary people in the base. I admire you very much. You are the most compassionate leader I have ever seen. Su Yin's words were particularly sincere, and her sincere eyes made her look even more sincere. Lin Muxue, who was watching the show next to him, burst out laughing. When Lin Muxue and Su Yin looked over, he waved his hands repeatedly. I don't mean to laugh. I just, sorry, I can't help it, I just think that little Yin has a great lung capacity, and you don't even breathe, Lin Muxue laughed more and more exaggeratedly, and he fell off the chair while laughing, and then he lay on the chair and laughed. Lin Muxue, this nephew is getting more and more out of line. This dead girl was implying something to him. Not only did Lin Muxue not speak up for his uncle, she even dared to laugh. She didn't learn the slightest bit of sensibility from Xiaoqin. Lin Muxue looked at Lin Muxue with more and more disappointment. But Lin Muxue didn't care at all. He was still laughing. He didn't know what Su Yin's words just now had touched his funny bone. He was laughing so hard that his legs were weak. Maybe laughter is contagious. Qin Mingzhao's mouth was also grinning. Qi Yan didn't laugh, but his eyes were curved with a hint of smile. Lin Muxue felt like a mutant monkey now, and his face turned blue. This annoying nephew needs to be disciplined. It's not right for him to stay in the supermarket playing cards all day. Muxue, come find me today. I have something to tell you alone. No, uncle, can't you say it now? Lin Muxue wiped away the tears from the corners of his eyes with his fingertips. He laughed so happily that tears came out. Don't worry, they're all my good friends. We have a lifelong friendship. I trust them very much. They have watched the bloody drama together where the heroine died, the heroine lived, the female supporting role died, and the male supporting role died. This is at least 3 lives. People who share the same hobbies as him are not bad people no matter how you look at them. You, Lin Muxue pointed at him and was so angry that he couldn't speak. What's wrong, uncle? Don't you have a cold again? No, I see that you don't seem to have recovered from the cold yet. Lin Muxue looked at him with a worried look. Why don't you go back to find Lin Muxue quickly? She is the most considerate. Let her take care of you and I promise you will be well soon. Lin Muxue was even angrier. Xiaoqin still has a fever. Xiaoqin has been lying in bed for so many days and has not recovered. As a brother, he didn't even go to see her, but played cards with others here? Is this decent? Uncle, I know I'm not as good as Lin Muxue. You always smile when you see her, but you look at me as if I'm a demon. Lin Muxue looked lonely. I've always been sensible and rarely appear in front of you, so as not to piss you off to death. Lin Muxue paused. So uncle, why don't you go back to find Lin Muxue and don't stay here? If you stay here, you have to keep an eye on me. What if I accidentally do something to piss you off to death? Lin Muxue will fight me to death. What he said was true. Lin Muxue cared a lot about her backers. If she knew that he had lost her backer, she would really fight him to death. Because he was telling the truth, Lin Muxue's tone was more sincere than Su Yin's. But it was the sincerity that made Lin Muxue so angry that his face turned purple. Lin Muxue could only force a smile in the end. I'm worried about Xiaoliu. Go see him. His figure looked like he was running away. Uncle, why don't you go find Lin Muxue? Xiaoliu doesn't know how to take care of people. Lin Muxue also shouted a few words. Lin Muxue, Su Yin looked at him. You are quite smart. She had always thought that he only knew how to eat and didn't understand the hidden meaning. But she didn't expect that Lin Muxue would be sarcastic. It was really beyond her expectation. Nonsense. I am Qi Yan's good brother. He is so smart, how can I be worse? Lin Muxue looked proud. Qi Yan, who was shot without doing anything. Su Yin was stunned and quickly glanced at Qi Yan. For some reason, she didn't dare to look at him straight today, and now she took advantage of Lin Muxue's words to take a peek. Speaking of Qi Yan, Lin Muxue asked a question. Brother Qi, what's so good about this book? As for it, he has been reading for so long, when did he read so slowly? It's better than you, Qi Yan replied indifferently. Qi Yan's words made Lin Muxue feel greatly insulted. Brother Qi, how can you be like this? I am so handsome, how can it be less beautiful than this? Lin Muxue felt that he had to clear his name. Although he likes to eat and is usually sunny, cheerful and lively, they can't ignore his appearance. When he was in high school, he could receive more than a dozen letters a day. He even considered becoming a star. If the end of the world hadn't come, he would have hundreds of millions of fans. Lin Muxue was mysteriously confident. Lin Muxue's words made the three people present silent at the same time. One didn't like to talk, one loved to talk nonsense but couldn't say a suitable word at this time, and one was too surprised to speak. In the end, it was Qin Mingzhao who loved to talk nonsense who broke the deadlock. Books are books, people are people, it's not easy to compare them together, humph. He compared first. He actually said that I'm not as good as the book? How can a broken book compare to my Huarong? Ah, handsome, Lin Muxue accused Qi Yan. Qi Yan regretted, why did he choose such a fool in the first place? Xiao Yin, please judge, is he wrong? Lin Muxue stared at the silent Su Yinhe and pulled her to make her decide who was right and who was wrong. No, why should she judge? What does it have to do with her? Su Yinhe was struggling halfway, and suddenly realized. You can fight, whoever wins is right, Su Yinhe suggested seriously. Fight, she can watch the show. The person who was shouting that Qi Yan was wrong immediately shut up. How could he beat Qi Yan, a psychopath? Today's update is finished. I hope you can contribute your votes. The humble author really needs it. Chapter 61 Xiao Liu. Xiao Liu led a group of people into the supermarket. He originally wanted to take them to the instant noodles area, but the group of starving ghosts behind him couldn't move as soon as they entered. They didn't care about instant noodles. They were starving and wanted to eat whatever they saw. As soon as they entered, they saw bags of snacks. How could they think of instant noodles? Xiao Liu's eyes blurred, and the people following him rushed over, grabbing bags of potato chips and tearing them open. The people in front rushed over when they saw the food, blocking the way of the people behind. The people behind saw that there was food and rushed to squeeze in. The scene was extremely chaotic for a while. Starving ghosts are starving ghosts. Xiao Liu stepped aside. This group of people was too scary. After getting the potato chips, this group of people couldn't wait to tear them open. However, just as they were about to tear them, thunderbolts struck down very accurately. There were many people holding potato chips and trying to tear the packaging bags. At once, more than a dozen thunderbolts struck down, emitting purple light. Xiao Liu had collapsed to the ground, drooling uncontrollably. Thunder. Thunder again. Xiao Liu thought of the scene where he was struck by lightning before. Xiao Liu's legs went weak, and there was a suspicious smell coming from his crotch. The people blocking the road in front were struck by thunder, and the hungry people behind didn't care whether they would be struck by thunder or not. As soon as they saw a place, they rushed up immediately. They would rather die than starve to death. It was too uncomfortable. In this way, a group of people came and fainted from the thunder. Another group of people came and fainted from the thunder. Until there were too many people fainted by thunder, forming a small hill, blocking the aisle tightly. The people behind stopped. But they didn't stop for long. In front of food, this little difficulty was not a difficulty at all. The people at the front dragged their weak bodies, and 2 or 3 people worked together to drag the people on the hill down and drag them outside. The people behind took over and dragged these people even further outside. The road was blocked, affecting their eating. As soon as Lin Muxue came in, he ran into the team of people being dragged. What are you doing? This was completely different from what he had imagined. He had imagined that this group of starving ghosts would heat up and rob the supermarket. But what was this for? Why were they dragging people one by one, like a relay baton? Lin Muxue was a little confused. No one answered Lin Muxue's words. They were already starving, and now they had to do such hard work. They were too lazy to waste their energy talking. They had to maintain their physical strength. Seeing that no one answered him, Lin Muxue could only continue to move forward, and then he saw a small mountain of human flesh. Lin Muxue didn't need to think too much, he knew that he had failed again. Lin Muxue's face was ferocious for a moment. Why? Why did he fail again? How many traps are there in this broken supermarket? Not only did Lin Muxue see the relay people, Su Yinhe and others who were sitting outside also saw it. Lin Muxue brought a lot of people with him. Some of them entered the supermarket, and some were still queuing outside. From inside to outside, there were long lines. Su Yinhe watched them pass a corpse that might still be alive, from inside to outside, and finally thrown out by the person standing at the door. Then the second one, the third one. The first time they were a little unskilled, but later they became more and more skilled, and their speed was much faster. If you ignore the things they were dragging in their hands, it was simply a mature production chain. Su Yinhe was stunned. No. They were so hungry, and they still had the energy to pass people. She underestimated them. Yin, are those also people who were knocked unconscious by lightning? Lin Muxue looked at those people who were dragged out like goods, and his tone was weird. I think so. Su Yinhe's tone was also weird. The supermarket struck so many people. Is the lightning enough? In which direction did your supermarket mutate? At first, he thought that the supermarket mutated in the direction of giving birth, but he didn't expect that it could also release lightning, and it could be released so many times, making it look like copying and pasting. He looked at those lightning-type mutants. The low-level ones could only release a thin line, the intermediate ones could release a thin lightning, and the high-level ones could release several. But there has never been one that can put out things like a supermarket, in a continuous stream. The direction of your supermarket's mutation is actually copy and paste, Lin Muxue said in a very affirmative tone. Copy and paste supplies, copy and paste lightning. Su Yinhe, you are right. Su Yinhe looked encouraging. Lin Muxue, I always feel that my seniority is inexplicably lower. Lin Muxue scratched his head, feeling something was wrong. But after thinking for a long time, he couldn't figure out what was wrong. Lin Muxue's plan failed again, and his face was as black as the bottom of a pot when he left. As for the people he brought with him, seeing so many things in the supermarket, they refused to leave at all. Even if they saw those who tore the packaging and were struck by lightning, they knew that they couldn't eat the things inside. They refused to leave. If they can't eat, it's okay to look at it. And there are people who can't stand the hunger, and they directly take things with their hands, and then they are struck by lightning and faint. Su Yinhe held his forehead inside, feeling tired. Because there were too many people, they even blocked the normal customers who came to buy things. Customers who wanted to buy things outside couldn't get in, and customers who bought good things inside couldn't get out. Su Yinhe calculated and felt that she had lost money on her business today. Alice, you haven't given up after so many times. Lin Muxue, your uncle is very patient. I think so too. My uncle wanted to win over someone before, and he pretended to be a brother to him for 2 years. What happened later? Lin Muxue let it slip, and that person broke up with my uncle after knowing it. Su Yinhe, for a while, she didn't know what to say. Lin Muxue went back with a lot of anger. A group of people followed him. In the end, only he and a few psychics who protected him came back. Even Xiaoliu who was beside him didn't come back with him. After he went back, he wanted to drink some hot tea, but found that the tea in the teapot was cold. He called Xiaoliu several times, but Xiaoliu didn't come in. Then he remembered that Xiaoliu seemed to be blocked and didn't come out. Lin Muxue cursed a few words and could only ask someone to call a fire psychic to come in and heat up the tea. After drinking the boiling hot tea, his body, which had been rained on for a long time, felt a little warmer, but the coldness in his heart did not decrease at all. Galaxy Supermarket, it's fine. Lin Muxue put down the cup in his hand heavily. He just didn't believe it. He really couldn't do anything about this supermarket. Lin Muxue was competing with the supermarket, while Lin Muxue, who had been suffering from a fever for a long time and was about to become a fool, finally felt a little better. Her head still hurt, but at least she could think, not like before when she was confused by the fever. Lin Muxue drank some hot water. Her stomach was empty, and she still felt a little nauseous after drinking some hot water. She dry heaved and vomited some acid water. She looked at the acid water she vomited, and felt nauseous again. She vomited again, and vomited back and forth several times, and her stomach was cramping. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 62, White Porridge. Lin Muxue drank some more white porridge before she recovered. White porridge is rare, and she can only drink it because her uncle is Lin Muxue. After recovering, Lin Muxue thought about the offenses she had suffered in the past few days, and she felt so wronged. It was all the fault of the owner of that shabby supermarket and Lin Muxue. Lin Muxue was obviously on good terms with his supermarket owner, so why didn't he take down the supermarket earlier? She had to go with Lin Yanbai in the heavy rain, causing her to get such a serious illness. Lin Muxue has been lying in bed for so many days, and now she feels that her bones are aching. She is about to fall apart. Lin Muxue rubbed her arm while thinking about the supermarket. After so many days, with Lin Yanbai's ability, the supermarket should have been taken down. She suffered so much for the supermarket, and she had to pick up more things. Because of this heavy rain, she suffered heavy losses. Lin Muxue rested for a while, and took a few superpowers who followed her to protect her to find Lin Yanbai. On the way, she was still thinking about how much things she wanted. She helped so much, asking for 40% is not too much, right? Yes, a big help. In Lin Muxue's opinion, if she hadn't told Lin Yanbai about the supermarket, Lin Yanbai wouldn't know about it, and wouldn't have taken over the supermarket. So she helped a lot, and she should ask for more things. Lin Muxue thought a lot, but this didn't include the situation that Lin Yanbai hadn't taken over the supermarket yet. Uncle, what did you say? Lin Muxue's face was full of disbelief. Did it get any supplies from the supermarket? How is it possible? Lin Yanbai is the person in charge of the base, and he didn't take over a small supermarket? If he told this to others, he would be laughed at, right? Lin Muxue didn't want to believe this fact. Xiaoqin, keep your voice down. Speaking of this, Lin Yanbai was also a little embarrassed. Originally thought it was just a supermarket, he wouldn't have to spend much effort to take it. Who would have thought that after so many days, he still couldn't do anything about the supermarket? If his political enemies knew about this, they would definitely ridicule him. Uncle, isn't there only the boss of the supermarket? How come there hasn't been any supplies for so many days? Lin Muxue stood up, then sat down again, feeling very upset. How could this happen? She had already thought about what to do with the supplies after taking them. But she was told that the supermarket was not taken down, and she didn't get any supplies at all. Then she had burned all these days in vain. There's something strange about that supermarket. The thunder seemed to be endless, striking one after another. The people I sent to take some things were struck by thunder. Lin Yanbai took a sip of tea and frowned. It was too hot. By the way, why hasn't Xiaoliu come back yet? It's been so long. This waste. Strange? Uncle, just find a few powerful psychics and tear down the supermarket. I don't believe that the supermarket can still be struck by thunder after it has been demolished. Lin Muxue was very angry, and after she was angry, she actively gave Lin Yanbai advice. After hearing her words, Lin Yanbai's eyebrows moved. Yes, he only thought about how to avoid the thunder, and never thought about solving the problem directly from the root. The thunder was all in the supermarket. So he could just find someone to demolish the supermarket. Although the supplies might be suppressed by then, now that everyone is trapped in the mountain, the last thing they need is manpower. He can just find someone to dig, and he will always be able to dig out supplies. Instead of being able to just watch and not be able to take them like now. Lin Yanbai felt his thoughts suddenly become clear. Seeing that Lin Yanbai was thinking seriously, Lin Muxue was very satisfied. She must get the things in the supermarket. Otherwise, she would have been feverish for so many days. When Lin Muxue left, she specifically asked Lin Yanbai to notify her after getting the supplies. She had to go back and have a good meal first. During the days when she had a fever, she drank white porridge every day, and her mouth was dry. Before she came out, she asked someone to prepare delicious food for her. It was almost time to go back now. Lin Muxue's pace quickened a lot. Wang Hufang fed hot water into her little daughter Liu Piaoxu's mouth with a miserable face. Liu Piaoxu closed her eyes tightly, her whole body was as hot as a furnace, and she was still shouting that she was cold. She swallowed some of the water Wang Hufang fed her, but spit out more. Piaoxu, drink a little more, drink a little more. Tears dripped on Liu Piaoxu's face. Liu Piaoxu opened her eyes in a daze and saw her mother crying. Mom, don't cry. Piaoxu is fine. Liu Piaoxu struggled to stretch out her little hand and gently wiped away the tears accumulated on Wang Hufang's chin. Mom, don't cry. Mom, don't cry. Piaoxu, what's wrong with you? Drink some more water. Let's wait for your sister to come back together. Your sister must have a way. Wang Hufang saw her daughter sober and said. Liu Piaoxu has been feverish for 3 days, 3 whole days. Now there is no medicine, no food, and no clothes. She can only hug her daughter tightly when she sees her daughter has a fever, and try to warm her with her body temperature. "Mom, I'm so hungry." Liu Piaoxu was barely breathing. She was so cold, so hungry, and so uncomfortable. Is she going to die? Her sister said that people can go to heaven after they die. I don't know if there is food in heaven. It's so uncomfortable to be hungry. Liu Piaoxu thought of the white rabbit candy her sister had brought back. That candy was really delicious and sweet. After eating one, your mouth will be sweet for the whole day. Her sister gave her all the candy in a big bag. She ate it very sparingly. After putting it in her mouth, she didn't dare to move her tongue. She tried to hold the candy for a longer time. But no matter how sparing she was, she still finished the candy. After eating the candy, Liu Piaoxu was sad for a long time. She wanted to eat more, but she didn't dare to ask her sister for more. Her sister had to work hard to find food for the family. Candy didn't fill her up, so it didn't matter if she didn't eat it. However, the white rabbit candy was really delicious and was her favorite food. It was so sweet, even sweeter than the mutant grass roots. "Mom, I'm so hungry." Thinking of the white rabbit candy, Liu Piaoxu said again. The voice was very low, and it couldn't be heard at all if you didn't listen carefully. But Wang Hufang was very close and heard it. Wang Hufang shed more tears, and the big tears fell down. "Wait, Mom will find you something to eat." After a long time, Wang Hufang finally made up her mind. She carefully put her daughter on the ground, and spread a piece of rag on the ground, which was taken from her old clothes. They have been using this rag as a bed these days. After settling her daughter down, Wang Hufang wiped the tears from her face, covered her rumbling belly, and went around a few people to find Gu Honghe to ask for food. A few days ago, Gu Honghe asked for several pieces of cake from her one after another on the grounds that she was starving to death. Now Piaoxu wanted to eat something, so she had to ask Gu Honghe for some. Not much, just 2 bites. Just give Piaoxu 2 bites, she can still bear it. Wang Hufang's tone was humble, but Gu Honghe exploded when she heard that she wanted to borrow food. "Big sister, you have no food at home, but do I have any? We are an orphan and a widow. We don't have a daughter with superpowers like you do to earn food. Your girl Piaoxu is hungry, but my Dabao is even hungrier than her." Chapter 63 Cookies. "But didn't you lend it to my house the day before yesterday?" Wang Hufang's lips moved, and she spoke with difficulty. But before she finished speaking, she was interrupted by Gu Honghe. Gu Honghe slapped her thigh and said with full energy, "What do you mean by borrow? You gave it to me because you felt sorry for my family. I gave it to Dabao a long time ago. Now there is nothing. If you don't believe me, search." Although she said so, Gu Honghe's eyes were fixed on Wang Hufang. If Wang Hufang dared to say to search, she would definitely stop her. She has stored a lot of food at home, and these food were collected by her hard work. Gu Honghe dared to say so, relying on her understanding of Wang Hufang. Wang Hufang would never go through her things. Wang Hufang is a person with a soft temper and kind. At this time, saying that a person is kind is not a good thing. She can just play the pitiful game, and even if Wang Hufang doesn't eat, she will dig out something from her teeth to give it to her. She is just a fool, very easy to deceive. If she didn't have a daughter with superpowers, she would have starved to death long ago. Every time Gu Honghe saw Liu Wutuang bringing food back, her eyes would turn red with jealousy. Why didn't she have such a good daughter? Why didn't her Dabao have a good sister? If Dabao had such a sister, why would he have to go hungry? Gu Honghe had thought about bringing Liu Wutuang and her Dabao together. Although Liu Wutuang was not good-looking and didn't look like she could give birth, and her personality was not gentle, she didn't look like a virtuous woman after marriage. But she was a superpower, and she could bring some food back home every time. If he married her, Dabao would be able to lie comfortably at home every day. However, she had to watch carefully and not let Liu Wutuang take the food she brought back to her parents' home after marriage. After marriage, one should serve her husband well and not subsidize her parents' family. Gu Honghe felt that Liu Wutuang was lucky in her previous life to marry her son Dabao. However, who knew that before she finished speaking, the dead girl drove her out and threatened her with superpowers. Gu Honghe could only leave in a daze. When she left, she did not forget to spit on the door of the Liu family. Bah, he actually dared to reject her son. Liu Wutuang can just wait to die alone. Gu Honghe thought too much and became angrier and angrier. But she was also sure that Wang Hufang would not go through her things. Wang Hufang would leave the same way she came today. Wang Hufang did not say she wanted to search. After listening to Gu Honghua's words and seeing her sincere expression, she believed her. What can I do? My Piaoxu just wants to eat something. Wang Hufang's tears flowed. The more she thought about it, the more she felt that she was useless as a mother. On weekdays, she relied on her eldest daughter to bring back food, and she took care of her younger daughter at home, but now she can't even take care of one person. She is really useless. What to eat? What kind of conditions are there? Everyone has nothing to eat. Isn't it embarrassing for your Piaoxu to ask you to eat? Look at the ground. Get some mud and a bowl of hot water. Mix the mud in the hot water and fill your stomach. Wait for your eldest daughter to bring food back. Gu Honghu said this, and a trace of jealousy flashed in her eyes. Mud. Wang Hufang kept waving her hands when she heard this. Piaoxu is sick. Even if she is not sick, people can't eat this kind of thing. Everyone eats like this because they are too hungry. If she can't eat, it means she is not hungry yet. Since she is not hungry and still asks her for food, isn't it trying to force her to death? All of this food is for her and Dabao's life. Thinking of this, Gu Honghu looked at Wang Hufang with a bit of unkindness. She looks kind at ordinary times, but I didn't expect that she is so cruel in her bones. It seems that the kindness she usually looks like is just pretending to deceive her. It's a pity that she still trusts Wang Hufang so much. But Wang Hufang was speechless. Go back and try. If she can't eat, it means she's not hungry. She's just pretending to fool you. Gu Honghu became more and more certain as she spoke. Of course, Wang Hufang has a superpower in her family. How could she go hungry when she brings back so much food? Then, Wang Hufang was confused by what she said. Hurry, Gu Honghu pushed her back. After Wang Hufang left, Gu Honghu spat on the ground. Bah, she still wants to ask her for food. She is superpowered. Mom, I'm hungry. Find me something to eat. Dabao, the baby son of Gu Honghua's family, stretched out a hand lazily and shouted weakly. After shouting, he retracted his hand and waited for his mother to bring him food. Although Dabao knew where the food was, he didn't want to move, because his mother would feed him the food herself. In fact, it was true. After hearing what her son said, Gu Honghu hurriedly dug out the food she had hid it carefully, and then took the food in a bowl of hot water to Dabao. Dabao must not be choked. When Dabao was eating, Gu Honghu waited by the side with hot water, and when he finished eating, she immediately handed him the hot water. After Dabao finished eating with a huff, he drank another bowl of hot water, then threw the bowl to Gu Honghu and continued to shrink back to sleep. Gu Honghu looked at Dabao's appearance and was satisfied. Her Dabao was so good. Liu Piaoxu saw Wang Hufang coming back, and her eyes lit up. Did Mom find food? Wang Hufang saw her daughter like this, and she felt very bitter. Piaoxu, Mom. Wang Hufang hadn't finished her words, but Liu Piaoxu already understood what she meant. Although Liu Piaoxu was disappointed, she still smiled to comfort Wang Hufang. It's okay, I'm not too hungry yet. Let's wait for my sister to come back. My sister will definitely bring back delicious food. Just like before. Wang Hufang looked at her daughter's sensible appearance, and her heart ached again. She held back her tears and went to pour a bowl of hot water. Thinking of Gu Honghu's words, she looked at her daughter's weak appearance, squatted down, dug some soil from the ground, mixed the soil into the water, and stirred it, turning it into a bowl of hot muddy water. Mom, what are you doing? Liu Piaoxu was stunned by her series of actions. Piaoxu, why don't you fill your stomach first? Wait for your sister to come back. Wang Hufang brought the muddy water to Liu Piaoxu's mouth. Mom, what are you doing? Is it Gu Honghu? Don't call sister Gu by her name directly, it's impolite. Gu Honghu came to take advantage of her family every day, and she was very polite not to curse directly. Liu Piaoxu pushed away the muddy water that was close to her mouth. She didn't want to drink the muddy water. She wanted the milk candy brought back by her sister. Liu Piaoxu looked at the muddy water in front of her, her eyes were sore. It was obvious that her sister always brought back so much food. Why was it that she and her mother were always hungry, while Gu Honghu and Dabao were full of food? Mom, where are the biscuits that my sister brought back? My sister clearly gave me a pack of biscuits last time, why can't I find them? Liu Piaoxu couldn't figure it out. My sister clearly brought her a pack of biscuits last time, and she just slept. Why did the biscuits disappear? Mom said that she ate them secretly, but Mom is not the kind of person who would steal food. Chapter 64 Delicious Fish Head Soup. Piaoxu, didn't Mom tell me that I ate the cookies? Wang Hufang looked at her daughter, feeling guilty. The cookies were actually taken away by Gu Deji. During those days, a few men saw them, a woman and a child, and wanted to come over to cause trouble. When Gu Deji saw them, she helped to scold them away, and accidentally cut her hand. Gu Deji helped so much, and just wanted to pack the cookies. How could she refuse? But she definitely couldn't tell her daughter directly. If her daughter knew, she would definitely scold Gu Deji again. Gu Deji has always helped her family. She should be grateful and not let her daughter scold people. Gu Deji is obviously a good person. Why don't her two daughters believe her? It's okay to see Gu Deji calling her name directly, but she always makes malicious speculations about Gu Deji. Mom, you are lying. Liu Piaoxu looked at Wang Hufang's appearance and insisted that every time her mother lied, her eyes looked around and she didn't dare to look people in the eye. Mom is not lying. Wang Hufang could only quibble like this. You're lying. Dabao must have eaten the cookies again. Liu Piaoxu's face was full of depression. It's always like this. Piaoxu, Wang Hufang moved her lips, not knowing what to say. Mom, I'm sleepy. Liu Piaoxu was a little angry. Her mother gave Gu Honghe the things her sister brought back. What her sister brought back with great difficulty always went into Dabao's mouth. Dabao was so fat, the fattest person she had ever seen. Gu Honghe always said that the family was poor and had nothing to eat or drink. Then why was Dabao so fat? He was as fat as a ball. The more Liu Piaoxu thought about it, the more depressed she became. As she thought about it, her headache didn't hurt so much anymore, and she had more strength. She was angry. Liu Piaoxu glanced at her mother who was still crying. She missed her sister again. When would her sister come back? Liu Wutong, who was deeply missed by her sister, sneezed. She had just gone into the water to fish something out. The Cheetah Squad took on a salvage mission from a base, helping the base to salvage supplies and share some of the salvaged items with them. Liu Wutong had been working for many days. The Cheetah Squad was the first to receive the mission. After receiving the mission, they spent the day fishing in the water and went back to sleep at night. It was very laborious to fish in the heavy rain, so they were divided into 5 groups, taking turns to go into the water and rest. Fishing is not easy. It is difficult to keep steady in such heavy rain, let alone fish. When they go to fish, they tie rope around their waists and hold a stone, and nothing else. If they are accidentally entangled in the water. But fortunately, the reward is high. The fished things are split 20% and 80% with the base, 20% for them and 80% for the base. The base also provides food. If you are lucky, you can catch a mutant fish and have an extra meal. Generally, those who have a team will go out to fish with a team, and those who don't have a team will find a way to form a team to fish. Breakfast and lunch are eaten at the base. For lunch, they take it away in advance when they set out in the morning. The Cheetah Squad was lucky. Captain Xu Jiaoqin found a high-rise building that was not completely flooded. They entered the house of the tallest family. At least there was a place to shelter from the wind and rain. They could come up when they rested. Unlike the previous few days, they could only eat dry food on the roof while being caught in the rain. The dry food was soaked by the water, and there was no worry of choking. Not only did they find a good place, but Yun Wujiu also caught a mutant fish. The body of this mutant fish was poisonous, but the fish head was not. With a pot and water from this family, a pot of fish head soup would be ready. Although there was no chopped green onion, ginger, or seasoning, only salt, it was very fishy, but at least there was a fish head. There was some meat. As long as it was meat, they would not be picky. Xu Jiaoqin found ways to divide a fish head into many portions, and everyone cherished their portion and ate it carefully. They were reluctant to throw away the bones, so they chewed them up and swallowed them as calcium supplements. While eating, some people thought of the Galaxy supermarket. That oden is so delicious. Unfortunately, the Cheetah Squad was not a very wealthy team. Although they were superpowers, the captain had strict requirements on the team members and did not allow them to do bad things. So their lives were also very hard. Otherwise, they would have been rich a long time ago by doing some dirty tricks like the Tiger Squad. They bought it once, and finally found some gold and silver everywhere, but they were gone after exchanging them. Later, they could only continue to do the tasks issued by the base honestly. Yes, It's the most delicious oden I have ever eaten. I don't know if I will have the chance to eat it again, but the base was flooded, and the supermarket was shorter than the base. Alice, those instant noodles and snacks, and my oden, and Coke. Alice, don't sigh, take time to rest. Xu Jiaoqin looked at them sighing and spoke. However, she was a little worried after she finished speaking. The young boss should have left? That supermarket is not an ordinary supermarket, and the boss is not an ordinary person. Nothing should happen. However, someone got inspiration from it. Then can we go to the supermarket to get something? There are not many good things in the base. Getting something in the base is like opening a blind box. There is no good thing in 9 out of 10 cases. But the supermarket, there are so many things. What the hell are you thinking? Xu Jiaoqin gave him a slap. The things that the base asked us to get belong to the base. What's the point of us going to the supermarket to get them? The supermarket is not within the scope of the base, and we have to give the things we get to the base. Xu Jiaoqin is a very principled person. The supermarket owner helped them and gave them medicines that saved the monkey's life. She can't be ungrateful. Okay. I just want to eat instant noodles. The team member who was hide on the HUD covered his head and felt wronged. He didn't want to eat the dry food given by the base at all. It's so hard that it can kill a person. Before I ate the instant noodles in the supermarket, I thought it was good. After eating it, what garbage it is. Work hard and get more. Then asked the person in charge for gold bars. When the rain stops and the water recedes, maybe the supermarket's things have not been washed away. Let's exchange them for something delicious. Xu Jiaoqin also craved instant noodles. She actually went to exchange them several times, but later she ran out of gold bars. So she could only honestly take on the base's tasks and eat the base's cooking dry food. She was preparing to exchange some gold bars after completing a few rounds and go to the Galaxy supermarket to spend money. As a result, the base was flooded before the gold bars were in hand. The group of people in the base are becoming more and more unreliable. They didn't even notice that the safe period has passed. And they wasted so many resources. They also asked these superpowers to go out everywhere to find supplies and resources. Captain, you are just painting cakes for us, the team members looked complaining. With such a heavy rain and such deep water, maybe the entire supermarket was washed away. When the water recedes, it's hard to say whether the supermarket will still be there. Bing, 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 I think you just want to eat cakes. Xu Jiaoqin was not polite and rewarded another fried chestnut. Ouch, after drinking the fish head soup, they had to go back into the water to fish for fish. When they came back, it was already dark, and they had to be careful not to bump into anything while swimming. Piao piao piao, where are you? Why can't I see you? Chapter 65 Fish Patties. When they returned to the mountain, the person in charge of boiling hot water brought them a few bowls of hot water. After drinking a bowl of hot water, their bodies, which were originally cold, felt a little warm. Brother Zhao, what are we having for dinner tonight? Xu Jiaoqin threw a small bag of tea leaves over. She was really lucky today. The family she went diving to find seemed to be doing well and even had tea leaves. She didn't want to hand over the tea leaves, so she kept them secretly. This thing is very suitable for giving as a gift. Brother Zhao took the tea leaves, sniffed them with his nose, and smiled. We will have fish cakes and broth tonight. 3 fish cakes per person, and plenty of broth. Brother Zhao is responsible for the meals of the superpowers who go out to salvage supplies. He doesn't cook, but he can decide what the 3 meals a day are. This job is lucrative. If Brother Zhao didn't have someone above him, this job wouldn't be his turn. He has been working for so many days, and his pockets are bulging. Doing this job, not only can you get some food, but you can also receive gifts from superpowers. Many captains of superpower teams will secretly give him benefits in order to get more meals. You know, even if there are 3 cakes, some are big and some are small, and some are even broken in half. And the soup, scoop a spoonful. Some people's bowls are full of soup, and some people's bowls have more to meat and less soup. He winked at the person distributing the rice, and the person distributing the rice knew how big the cake should be and what kind of soup to scoop. He received so many gifts in the past few days, and the gift from Captain Su was the most to his liking. Brother Zhao patted Xu Jiaoqin on the shoulder. It seems that Captain Su has made a good harvest today. No, I only found these little things, and I sent them all to you, Brother Zhao, Xu Jiaoqin flattered. It was stiff, but Brother Zhao liked to hear it. Thank you for your hard work. Tell the brothers to eat more meat tonight. Xu Jiaoqin smiled and nodded. It seemed that the meat in the pot of soup tonight belonged to their Cheetah Squad. Brother Zhao was studying the new tea leaves, thinking about giving them to the people above. He also liked drinking tea, but how could his love be compared to the attention of the superiors? Xu Jiaoqin was humming a song. On her way back, she bumped into Xu Jiaoqin, the leader of the Tiger Squad. Judging from his route, he was probably going to give Zhao Jie a gift like her. With that bag of tea in hand, Zhao Jie probably wouldn't look down on other gifts, unless Xu Jiaoqin gave him a bigger bag of tea. Speaking of which, she learned the gift-giving trick from Xu Jiaoqin. Xu Jiaoqin was not good at anything else, but he was good at sucking up to people. Because of this specialty, even though everyone went out to do tasks together, his team could always get some leisurely and low-risk tasks, and in the end, when the rewards were distributed, his team got more. Other teams did the most dangerous work and got the lowest rewards. Later, Xu Jiaoqin learned a little bit from him and was shocked by him. From then on, she embarked on a path of no return, a slightly easier path. As long as the gift is good, the leader is my dad. Xu Jiaoqin didn't want to pay attention to him. She had been thinking about teaching Xu Jiaoqin a lesson before, but she was too busy and forgot about it later. But it doesn't matter. They are all in the same base and can always find opportunities for revenge. Xu Jiaoqin was unwilling to miss the opportunity to ridicule others. The road was so wide, but he had to bump into me. Fortunately, Xu Jiaoqin reacted quickly. The moment Xu Jiaoqin bumped into her, she kicked him. This kick was not watery at all, it was a real kick, and Xu Jiaoqin groaned. Sorry, I wanted to practice my kicks. I didn't expect someone to be so blind and had to bump into me, Xu Jiaoqin said sarcastically. She still remembered that Xu Jiaoqin was also so sarcastic when he robbed the prey of the Cheetah Squad. Who are you saying is blind? Xu Jiaoqin's chest hurt from being kicked. This Xu Jiaoqin was hot, and her calves were also very hot, like a little pepper. Xu Jiaoqin wanted to curse her, but his eyes went to her chest as he looked at her. Xu Jiaoqin likes Lin Muxue, but his love for Lin Muxue is the kind of love for a goddess, the kind of love that dare not blaspheme. But men, their hearts are like durians. There is one person in the biggest tip of their hearts, but they have other tips. Those who were not taken advantage of by him were all his favorites. He actually didn't like Xu Jiaoqin. Xu Jiaoqin had a hot temper. As a woman, she even learned to smoke like a man. However, Xu Jiaoqin's figure was too good. If he only looked at her figure, it would still be okay. What are you looking at, dog eyes? Xu Jiaoqin looked at his squinting eyes, and her eyes suddenly became fierce. Dog thing, with a pair of dog eyes. Captain Su is so domineering, he still cares where other people's eyes look. Xu Jiaoqin's eyes became more and more unscrupulous. He was not afraid of Xu Jiaoqin. They were all 8th level superpowers. What's more, he was still a man, and his physical strength and endurance were better than Xu Jiaoqin. Hell, I don't care where other people's eyes turn, but I have a hobby. I like to feed human eyes to mutant dogs. Xu Jiaoqin smiled slightly, staring straight at Xu Jiaoqin's eyes, as if she was really thinking about feeding human eyes to mutant dogs. Xu Jiaoqin felt a chill on his feet. Xu Jiaoqin's expression froze. Captain Hu has something to do, so I won't waste Captain Hu's time. I'll go back and see my cute mutant dog first. Xu Jiaoqin winked at him playfully. After Xu Jiaoqin left, Xu Jiaoqin rubbed his arms. Damn, it was so cold. Forget it, he'd better go and give the gift first. Xu Jiaoqin was holding the gift he was going to give, feeling very confident. He got something good today, and he dared to guarantee that no one's gift would be better than his. All the meat in the broth tonight belongs to their Tiger Squad, and the remaining cakes also belong to their team. Xu Jiaoqin gave the gift out, and Brother Zhao happily took it. Although Brother Zhao didn't say anything, from his expression, he was very satisfied with the gift. Brother Zhao also blinked, which meant that the deal was done. Xu Jiaoqin went back whistling. He decided to stand next to Xu Jiaoqin's team when they ate meat tonight, to make them envious. Xu Jiaoqin's plan was very good, but Xu Jiaoqin was holding a bowl of soup and a fish pie with a big hole in it. His eyes were dull. Brother Zhao actually accepted gifts but didn't work? Captain Hu, eat. Xu Jiaoqin took a large piece of meat and nodded happily. The meat was the meat of a mutant wild boar, very fishy and tough. But she looked at Xu Jiaoqin's expression and felt that the meat in her hand became very fragrant. Xu Jiaoqin stood very close to Xu Jiaoqin. She didn't do it on purpose, but mainly stood next to Xu Jiaoqin to eat. The other members of the Cheetah Squad were the same. They didn't gather together to eat as usual. Instead, they stood next to the members of the Tiger Squad and gnawed the meat. Not only did they gnaw the meat, they also deliberately made loud noises. Some people in the Tiger Squad couldn't stand it anymore, so they walked aside, trying to stay away from the people in the Cheetah Squad. As a result, wherever they went, the people in the Cheetah Squad followed them. They couldn't say anything, because as soon as they said it, the people in the Cheetah Squad would reply, "I just like to eat while walking." What's the matter? Is this cave your home? Chapter 66 Hot Water Pancake. The members of the Tiger Squad, I'm so angry, can I beat them to death? The two teams competed with each other, while the other teams drank soup silently. Their soup was not pure soup like the Tiger Squad soup, nor did it have so much meat like the Cheetah Squad soup. It was somewhere in the middle. They all understood that Xu Jiaoqin must have gone to give a gift, and it was not a small gift. Last time, a team leader gave Brother Zhao a big gift, and then the other teams drank water while they ate fried shredded pancakes. They felt unfair when they saw the Cheetah Squad had so much meat, but then they felt balanced when they saw the bowls of the Tiger Squad. They are not bad like this. Drink a mouthful of hot soup, then a bite of fish cakes, and then watch the excitement. This life is still good. Xu Jiaoqin's face was like an overturned pallet, very ugly. He hardened his fist, but still did not do it. The base has its own rules. If there are personal grudges, they should solve them privately, but they cannot delay the base's affairs. Especially when eating. The world is big, and eating is the most important. If he dared to fight while everyone was eating, not to mention the person in charge of the base, the rest of the superpowers would drown him with a mouthful of spit. Xu Jiaoqin could only swallow his anger and wait to find him after the meal. As a result, Xu Jiaoqin, the bitch, ran to Brother Zhao to communicate as soon as she finished eating. In front of Brother Zhao, Xu Jiaoqin didn't dare to do anything. Communicate? Pa. Xu Jiaoqin left cursing. Brother Zhao looked at Xu Jiaoqin with a look of relief. Captain Su was sensible and said that he would give him tea as soon as he found good things in the future. It was comfortable to hear this. Jiao, you are getting more and more fooling people. Yun Wujie looked at Xu Jiaoqin with a smile after watching Brother Zhao whistling a little tune and left. Xu Jiaoqin shuddered. Jiao? What a weird name. Don't scream, Xu Jiaoqin pushed him unhappily. She really worried about the Cheetah Squad. This group of people only know how to eat every day. If it weren't for her, the team would be disbanded. Okay. Captain Su, let's go get Xu Jiaoqin's sack later. Yun Wujie took out a wet yellow sack, which was obviously fished out of the water today. He was too busy to remember it before, so he let Xu Jiaoqin have some free time. He can use it to help digest the food tonight. You don't do your job all day, just fishing for sacks. Xu Jiaoqin took the sack and looked at it. It was quite big and solid. Yun Wujie, then are you going? Yes, it was originally an activity for two people, but when the other team members heard that they were going to do something bad, they also joined. The group of people was so mighty that they were not afraid of being discovered. Well, they were not afraid of being discovered. Anyway, they would never admit it. Except for Liu Wutong, everyone else went. Liu Wutong wanted to go too, but she was worried about her sister and mother. She hadn't been home for several days. She calculated that the food at home was almost gone. She had to send some. She didn't eat all the fish cakes she got tonight, so she kept 2 for her sister and mother. Fish cakes are made of fish meat and paste. There is a lot of fish meat and it is very fishy, but it is a rare delicacy at this time. There is also a piece of meat with a little fat on it. It is too thin and tough. And she is afraid that her sister can't bite it. In addition to these 2 things, she also saved some cakes, which were given to them by the base for the superpowers who are doing tasks. She saved them from her teeth. In addition, she exchanged the things she got from fishing with other superpowers for some food. After saving for a few days, it was enough for her sister and mother to eat for 4 or 5 days. The superpowers who are doing tasks all live in a cave. This cave is the closest cave to the foot of the mountain, which is convenient for them to go out to fish. The cave where Wang Hufang and Liu Piaoxu live is a little higher, and the journey is a bit far. They go out to fish for things because they are doing hard work, and they need to pay attention to rest, so Liu Wutuan doesn't go back often. It's too tiring. Every time she comes back, she is exhausted. Even if she is worried about her sister and mother, she can't go up often. Liu Wutong holds the food tightly in her arms to prevent it from getting wet by the rain. Liu Wutong took good care of her. When she ran over, the fish cake was still a little warm. My sister must be very happy. Liu Wutong smiled. She thought about how happy her sister would be when she saw her bringing food back, but she didn't expect her sister to lie weakly in her mother's arms. When Liu Piaoxia saw her sister coming back, her eyes lit up and she wanted to get up to greet her sister. But she had no strength in her body and couldn't even stand up. Wang Hufang was very excited when she saw her eldest daughter coming back. She carefully put Liu Piaoxia down and rushed to ask, Wutong, food, did you bring any food back? Wang Hufang was so anxious that tears fell, and she started to pick Liu Wutong. Mom, what's wrong with my sister? Liu Wutong took out all the food she brought back. Wang Hufang grabbed some cakes and took them to soak in hot water, then helped Liu Piaoxia feed them. After Liu Piaoxia finished drinking a bowl of hot water and eating half a cake, she had time to answer Liu Wutong's words. I'm hungry. Wang Hufang wiped the tears from her face, feeling very sad. Hungry? I left enough food last time. Liu Wutong touched Liu Piaoxia who was eating a biscuit with heartache. This is not enough. Wang Hufang felt guilty. She did leave enough food for 2 people, but later when Gu Deji came to ask for help, she saw Gu Deji crying pitifully, so she gave some to Gu Deji, and then it was not enough. Wang Hufang didn't dare to tell Liu Wutong about this. Her daughter is grown up and will lose her temper. Liu Wutong frowned. I forgot, Piaoxia is a big girl, and her appetite is big. I will bring more next time. What I brought back this time should be enough for 3 days. It was supposed to be 5 days, but now it is not enough. No. Liu Piaoxia shrank into her sister's arms and complained. Gu Honghe came to her house several times. Liu Piaoxia didn't say directly how much food Gu Honghe took. But Liu Wutong understood it when she heard her words. Mom, can you stay away from Gu Honghe? Liu Wutong hugged her sister and looked at Wang Hufang with a frown. You kid, you're just talking nonsense. Wang Hufang looked at Liu Wutong disapprovingly. Sister Gu has helped our family so much, how can we just stay away from her? You have to be grateful. Liu Wutong was so angry that she laughed at her mother's outrageous remarks. Gratitude? This is the end of the world. Talking about gratitude in the end of the world? Or gratitude to people like Gu Honghe? Does she think her life is too long? Did she raise her mother too naive? Her mother is not a very naive person at ordinary times, and she has suffered so much in the end of the world. Why is she so confused when she meets Gu Honghe? Mom, you can help Gu Honghe if you want. Don't use the food I give you. Those foods are earned by your daughter, me, who works hard outside every day. Liu Wutong pointed at the food she brought back. Do you know how long I have been saving these things? Do you know that I soak them in water every day for this little bit of food? Do you know how many good things I say to the people who serve me food every day for this little bit of food? Just so that the pancakes they serve me can be bigger. Everyone, it's almost the end of the month. Do you still have your monthly tickets? If you have it, give it to me, Greek letter omega, and drown me with the money. Chapter 67 Let her live with Gu Honghe. Then I won't eat it in the future. Can't I give my share to Sister Gu? Wang Hufang was accused by her daughter, feeling a little aggrieved. Mom, are you really going to piss me off to death? Liu Wutong was shocked by her mother's outrageous remarks. Is this what a human being would say? Sister Gu has helped us so much, then I work hard outside every day to earn food. Why don't you think I've helped you a lot? If you want to save, why can't you give me the food you save? Liu Wutong was so angry that she laughed, and her voice was much louder. Liu Piaoxia was so scared that she almost dropped the pancake. Being so fierce to her daughter, Wang Hufang flattened her mouth, tears flowed, and she began to mutter, my daughter is grown up, she will take care of me as a mother. Liu Wutong felt that she could no longer communicate with her mother. Come on, sister will take you to eat delicious food. Liu Wutong picked up Liu Piaoxia and took away all the food she had just brought back. Mom, I'll take Piaoxia to live with me for a few days. Mom, if you can save money, then go ahead. I have no objection to you living with Gu Honghe. After saying that, Liu Wutong carried her away. Liu Piaoxia obediently took the cake and huddled in her sister's arms. Piaoxia, sister will take you to live with us for a few days, okay? After leaving the crying Wang Hufang far behind, Liu Wutong had time to ask Liu Piaoxu's opinion. I want to be with my sister. Liu Piaoxu hugged her neck tightly. Mom was like crazy, insisting on giving food to Gu Honghua, even though they were still hungry. She wanted to follow her sister. Good girl, Liu Wutong touched her head. The rain is a little heavy, let's go there early and let the other sisters warm you by the fire. It was raining so hard that Liu Wutong shouldn't have taken her weak sister out in the rain, but she really didn't want to leave her sister to her mother. With her mother's temper, she was really worried. Her mother was getting more and more crazy. The rain wouldn't stop for more than 10 days. So Liu Wutong decided to take a risk. After the end of the world, we have experienced more than a dozen heavy rainstorms. We are used to it. It is not so easy to get sick. Liu Wutong thought to herself. Liu Wutong gave the food to Liu Piaoxu and asked her to keep it in her arms. She hugged her sister and rushed into the rain. When she went back, everyone was resting. There was only snoring and the crackling of the firewood pile. Xu Jiaoqin did not sleep. To be precise, all the members of the Cheetah Squad did not sleep. They just came back from putting on sacks. They were very energetic. So when Liu Wutong came back, Xu Jiaoqin saw it. Xu Jiaoqin stood up, walked over, looked at the two people who were soaked, and frowned. Why did you bring your sister back? Liu Wutong always went back with food and came back empty-handed. Her sister was always taken care of by her mother. What happened this time? Could it be? Did your mother have an accident? Xu Jiaoqin asked in a low voice. Liu Wutong put Liu Piaoxu down, wiped the rain off his face, shook his head at Xu Jiaoqin, then thought of something and nodded again. Go warm yourself by the fire. Xu Jiaoqin touched Liu Piaoxu's head. Liu Piaoxu was also wet, but not as badly as Liu Wutong, who looked like he had been fished out of the water. As for Liu Piaoxu, the rest of her body was wet, but her arms were dry. The things she was holding were also dry. Xu Jiaoqin saw clearly what she was holding and was silent for a moment. Then she leaned over to the fire and shivered as she warmed herself by the fire. Liu Piaoxu looked like she was about to die, but now she was holding food in her hands and leaning against a fire. Her face was a little rosy. She didn't look so weak anymore. Liu Wutong felt a little sad as she watched her sister tightly guarding the food. She regretted that she had just gone back to watch her sister and quarrel with her mother, so why didn't she go and beat up Gu Honghua and her stupid son? Piaoxu, eat that piece of meat quickly. Piaoxu had just nibbled on a piece of cake and hadn't eaten the meat yet. She had specially saved the meat for her sister. Liu Wutong took out the piece of meat and the 2 fish cakes from the food in her sister's hand. Eat it quickly. It's delicious, Liu Wutong said, swallowing her saliva. She was hungry after talking so much and carrying her sister for so long. Liu Piaoxu looked at the big piece of meat, then looked at her sister, and sensibly brought the meat to Liu Wutong's mouth. Sister, eat it. Liu Wutong took a bite, then pushed the meat to Liu Piaoxu. You eat it. Sister just ate a lot. There are also these 2 pieces of fish cakes. Eat them if you can. If you can't eat them, save them for tomorrow. Liu Piaoxu nodded obediently, roasting the fire while chewing the meat, occasionally looking at her sister. Liu Wutong patted her sister, then walked to the side to explain the family affairs to Xu Jiaoqin. Your mother is really... After hearing the whole story, Xu Jiaoqin shook her head with an expression that she couldn't bear to look at. So you don't care about her this time? Xu Jiaoqin remembered that Liu Wutong loved her mother and her sister the most. Now she just ignores her. Can she bear it? I can't help it. I see that my mother really wants to be with Gu Honghua, so I help her. When Liu Wutong said this, he was quite cold and ruthless. Support, just like Wang Hufang, she has lived for so long in the end times and has not died, thanks to having a good daughter. Did she keep saying that Sister Gu is a good person? Then let her go with Gu Honghua. I'm very curious, is she really that good? Liu Wutong has made up her mind this time. She wants to let her mother suffer and see with her own eyes whether Gu Honghua is really that good. Okay, let's go and warm up by the fire. Do you have any more clothes? If not, I have 2 more. Go to bed early, we still have to work tomorrow. Thank you, Captain. I still have clothes. After Liu Piaoxu finished eating the meat, Liu Wutong took her to change clothes. These clothes were fished out by the fire a few days ago. They were baked for a long time next to the fire before drying. There was a smell of moldy clothes. But in this situation, there was no choice. There were no clothes suitable for Liu Piaoxu, So Liu Wutong could only try to pick smaller clothes, and then tear some strips of cloth to tie them up. After changing clothes, he took her to sleep. When sleeping, Liu Piaoxu still hugged the food tightly, fearing that the food would be gone when she woke up. Liu Wutong felt uncomfortable, but didn't say anything. He just held his sister's hand tighter, and regretted even more why he didn't bring the sack back when he went back. In the early morning, the others hadn't woken up yet, but Liu Wutong got up very early. And Liu Piaoxu also woke up early. Taking advantage of this time, Liu Wutong quickly told his sister to stay by the fire during the day and follow the person who is responsible for boiling water and cooking. They had a special person watching the fire, boiling water, and their 3 meals. Be sweet-mouthed, watch her work and help her, she might soften her heart and give you some food. Sister Kui looks a little fierce, but don't be afraid, she won't scold you casually. Be good, she likes obedient people. Liu Wutong picked out some important things to tell his sister. Chapter 68 Climbing the Mountain to the Supermarket. After a while of chattering, the others woke up. Then Sister Kui started the meal on time. Liu Wutong took her sister to line up. Liu Piaoxu was not one of the superpowers who went on the salvage mission, so she didn't have a share of the 3 meals, but she could still get a bowl of hot water. The fire was burning all day and night. Now it was raining heavily, and the water superpowers gave a lot of water, so there was no shortage of hot water. But Liu Wutong was pulled out by the captain while queuing. No need to queue up, we won't go to salvage today. Liu Wutong was not the only one who was pulled out. Liu Wutong looked carefully and it seemed that all the members of their team had come out. Their team was now standing in a remote corner. When Xu Jiaoqin said this, she looked around furtively. When Xu Jiaoqin said this, some impatient people became anxious. Why are you not going suddenly? Then we won't have anything to eat today. The base didn't give them food for nothing. If they didn't work, they wouldn't get food. Remember the Galaxy supermarket we went to before? Xu Jiaoqin said mysteriously. An old acquaintance told me this morning that Galaxy supermarket has moved to the top of the mountain. Is it true? The Cheetah Squad was excited. They had all been to the supermarket before, and they were thinking about salvaging things from the supermarket yesterday. Captain, is your old acquaintance reliable? Isn't the supermarket outside the base? How could it suddenly appear on the top of the mountain? Reliable? We are so familiar with each other. Even if it is not reliable, we will only delay the salvage mission for 1 day if we go to the top of the mountain, which is nothing. As for the supermarket suddenly appearing on the top of the mountain, it's not like you haven't seen supermarkets suddenly move to other locations. Xu Jiaoqin rolled her eyes. They were the first to encounter the supermarket, and they knew that the supermarket was originally far away, and moved to the side of the base the next day. That's true, but we don't have gold. Some people who were originally excited could no longer be excited because of this sentence. That's right, you need gold to buy things in the supermarket. They are now. They looked at each other, and being penniless was what they were talking about. The Cheetah Squad. If that were the case, I wouldn't have asked you to come out. My old acquaintance told me that supermarkets now accept not only gold but also crystal cores. Xu Jiaoqin took out a handful of crystal cores. We don't have gold, but don't we have crystal cores? Really? Xu Jiaoqin, really? Crystal cores, right? I have a lot of them. The person who said this took out his crystal cores, which were indeed a handful, colorful, and all high-level crystal cores. No, I have to dig out the ones I hid in the soil. After saying that, he ran to dig the soil in a hurry. He had a lot of crystal cores, and it was not easy to carry so many crystal cores with him, so he hid them in the soil a few days ago. The rest of the people also ran one after another to find the crystal cores they hid. Gold every day, crystal cores are enough. The Cheetah Squad takes on missions very frequently, and often goes out to kill zombies. As they accumulate, they have more crystal cores. In addition to absorbing crystal cores for themselves to upgrade, they can also exchange them for others to absorb. But it is not good for a superpower to absorb too many crystal cores for upgrading, as they will become weak. But it is not good to ask them to exchange all of them. They have crystal cores, but others don't. Crystal cores can only be used by people with special powers, ordinary people can't use them. But they are all people with special powers, so why do they need those crystal cores? So crystal cores are usually kept by themselves. Everyone wants to go to the supermarket, and they are very active in finding their own hidden crystal cores. However, there is still a problem to be solved before going. Everyone wants to go. Who'll stay here to look after the house? They still have a lot of things here, clothes, straw mats, bowls and chopsticks. If everyone leaves, there will be nothing left when they come back. But the people who were supposed to stay behind were not willing to stay. They were in the order of going out to salvage before, and now they are not going to salvage. What's more, he really wants to go to the Galaxy supermarket. Liu Wutong took the initiative to say that she wanted to stay. Although she wanted to take her sister to the supermarket, her sister was caught in so much rain yesterday. Her sister is not a person with special powers, and her physical condition is poor. If she gets caught in the rain again, something might happen. Finally, she also wanted to talk to her sister again. Captain, please help me buy it. If the money from the crystal cores is enough, please buy me another bag of white rabbit milk candy. Liu Wutong looked at her well-behaved sister and thought of her behavior when she ate candy before. Okay, Xu Jiaoqin took the crystal cores she gave. Looking at the number, Liu Wutong took out all the crystal cores she had saved. Xu Jiaoqin and the others left in a mighty manner. When they left, they were all very happy, afraid that others would not know that something good was going to happen to them. But when others went to spy on them, they immediately pretended to be serious and shook their heads. It was too obvious, but they didn't think anything was wrong. Liu Wutong, who was watching from the side, covered his face. Liu Wutong took Liu Piaoxin to get a bowl of hot water. The two of them heated up yesterday's fish cakes and ate them with hot water. Liu Wutong ate quickly and finished it in a few bites. Liu Piaoxin ate very carefully, taking small bites. After taking a bite, he carefully savored the taste in his mouth and chewed for a long time before swallowing it. After swallowing it, she took a big gulp of hot water. With this way of eating, she was full and still had half a fish cake left. She carefully wrapped up the remaining fish cake, and it seemed that she was going to save it for the next meal. She was full, but it was hard to tell whether she was full from the fish cake or the water. Liu Wutong moved her lips, wanting to persuade her, wanting to tell her that the captain took the crystal cores to the supermarket to buy things, and they would have a lot of food after buying them. But she didn't know how much she could exchange for those worthless crystal cores. Would the money she got in exchange be enough to buy a pack of instant noodles? Liu Wutong saved a lot of crystal cores, but they were all low-level crystal cores. High-level crystal cores were rare, and her superpowers were not strong, so it was difficult for her to kill a high-level zombie. At most, she cooperated with her teammates, but she was not the one who contributed the most, and she only got some low-level crystal cores in the end. So she didn't dare to say that she would definitely get something in exchange. If she said such things now, and didn't get anything in exchange, wouldn't it disappoint her sister? So Liu Wutong said nothing. Liu Wutong was thinking about what the captain and his men could exchange for. The captain and his men were climbing the mountain with great difficulty. Fuck. This is the first time I hate that we live in the cave at the bottom. As soon as the person who was speaking opened his mouth, a mouthful of cold rainwater entered his mouth. That's not what you said when we went down the mountain to fish for things. You even said that the leader was wise and chose the nearest place. Isn't the situation different now? Fuck. Look. Supermarket. Oh my god. There really is a supermarket. After seeing the corners of the supermarket, they, who had originally run out of motivation, instantly regained motivation. After they climbed into the supermarket, they lay on the ground skillfully. Especially Monkey. He touched the tiles on the ground and was moved to tears. Weren't these the tiles he lay on last time? Su Yinhe was startled by them. He had seen people walking in wet, but he had never seen people lying on the ground wet as soon as they came in. After taking a closer look, he realized that they were acquaintances. Tickets, cap. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 69 High Quality Rice. Hi. Boss. Heart. The monkey was lying on the ground, making a big heart shape towards Su Yinhe, almost holding a rose in the corner of his mouth. Su Yinhe shuddered violently. It had been a long time since he had seen someone so violently. Hi. Boss. Long time no see. It feels like a long time since we last met. We don't know how many years it has been since we last met. Xu Jiaoqin was even more excited than the monkey. She rushed up and held Su Yin's hand and wouldn't let go. Su Yin. Actually, it wasn't long. Su Yin pulled her hand out with all her strength. Boss, can the crystal core also be exchanged for money? Yes. Look at the sign, there's a price on it. Su Yin pushed out the small blackboard with a price written on it. While a group of people from the Cheetah Squad were gathered around the board to study the exchange price of the crystal core, Su Yin breathed a sigh of relief quietly. It was terrible. After the Cheetah Squad finished their chattering and studying, they all looked at Su Yin with great emotion. Boss Su, you are really beautiful and kind. You are here to do charity. Look at the price written on the board. This worthless crystal core can be exchanged for so much money. There is no limit on the type of crystal core. Boss Su must be too kind, and he does this because he feels sorry for the people in the base. The Cheetah Squad members' eyes seem to be in trouble, blinking very fast. Will they really not cramp? Su Yin was very curious. Boss Su, do you need someone to warm your bed? I am delicate and soft, warm in winter and cool in summer. A female team member flirted with Su Yin crazily. Okay, Su Yin was very disgusted, because this was a formal supermarket. By the way, do you still want to buy instant noodles? Yes. This is cheap and filling. Let's buy some compressed biscuits. Xu Jiaoqin nodded. Alice, we also want to buy something else. But Boss Su, you are all snacks. If we have more food, it's okay. We must buy these snacks desperately. After all, these are not available outside. But now we can't even fill our stomachs. If we can't fill our stomachs, who cares about snacks? Su Yin propped up her chin. Actually, if you want something cheap and filling, I have rice here, high-quality rice. If you don't like rice, noodles are also. Before Su Yin finished speaking, Xu Jiaoqin grabbed her hand. Xu Jiaoqin's eyes were 3 parts shocked, 4 parts happy, and 3 parts carelessly touched. Really, Xu Jiaoqin couldn't believe what she heard. Rice. There's rice. Why did they buy so many packs of instant noodles before? Because it's cheap. Because it can fill your stomach. If there's something that is cheaper than instant noodles and more filling than instant noodles, then why did they buy instant noodles? Of course they want to buy cheaper and more filling rice. They didn't buy it before because they didn't know there was rice. They had been shopping in the supermarket for so long before and found that the supermarket was full of snacks, all kinds of snacks and drinks. The most filling things were instant noodles and compressed biscuits. The cheapest compressed biscuits and the cheapest instant noodles are the same price. At the same price, they are more willing to choose instant noodles. Because they look big, they are big in size, and they taste good. But neither of them can compare to rice. Is there anything in the world more fragrant than a bowl of freshly steamed rice? Of course there is. But rice will always be their white moonlight. Although it is bland, it is an indispensable existence in their lives. Of course, those who like noodles are another matter. Anyway, Xu Jiaoqin's eyes were shining when she heard about rice. The other people in the Cheetah Squad were no exception. A few greedy ones were still swallowing their saliva secretly. Rice was something that they had eaten every day before and felt nothing. But if they didn't eat it for a long time, they would miss it. Just thinking about the taste would make them secrete saliva crazily. They haven't seen the white figure of rice yet, but they have already defiled it crazily in their minds. Their eyes were like wolves and tigers, as if they would be eaten alive if they were not careful. Su Yin silently took a step back. It was so terrifying. Really. If you want it, I will. Yes. I want it. We all want it. Xu Jiaoqin nodded and left an afterimage. Thinking back to when they first met, Xu Jiaoqin was a queen, so cool. Now, Su Yin silently looked away. Is this the same queen as before? She won't be exposed. She's drooling so much, and she doesn't even wipe it off. Where's the rice? We looked for it for so long before, but we couldn't find it. They had gone through the supermarket before, not leaving any corner untouched, and rice couldn't escape their eyes at all. It would be strange if they could find it. Rice is not sold on the first floor. It's impossible to find rice even if you look for dust. Su Yin muttered in her heart. It's on the second floor. Rice, flour, grain, and oil, everything. Oh, by the way, there are pots and generators. After buying rice, you need an electric rice cooker, and after buying a pot, you need electricity. Now that you have all these, the rice is cooked, you need vegetables, and after you have vegetables, you need oil and salt, and you need an iron pot. A spatula, a pot lid, right? Su Yin felt that doing business means making people want to buy this, and want to buy that, and buy that, and want to buy the next one. Only in this way can the business last. Thank you, Boss Su. But, can we afford it? Xu Jiaoqin was very excited at first, but after thinking carefully that they might not be able to afford these things, she was no longer excited. Ah. Are you so poor? Su Yin hurt people without knowing it. Xu Jiaoqin only felt that her chest was stabbed twice. It hurt so much. Compared with other teams, their team seemed to be a little poorer. It was all because she was too principled. Xu Jiaoqin covered her chest. Who told her that she still had a little conscience? She couldn't learn from other teams to sneak attack and rob. Su Yin didn't feel the wrongness until she finished speaking. Well, that's not what I meant. I mean, these things are very cheap. Not sky-high prices, really. Xu Jiaoqin got excited again. Yes, Boss Su is not that kind of black-hearted person. She is a good person. A pack of instant noodles only costs so little money, and it doesn't make any money at all. She also asked them to exchange worthless crystal cores. She even wanted a first-level crystal core. In the eyes of Xu Jiaoqin and other superpowers, the first-level crystal core is like garbage. No one will pick it up if it falls on the ground. But Su Yin actually accepts first-level crystal cores. She actually accepts garbage. If this is not charity, what is she doing? Boss Su even wants garbage, and she said it is not expensive, so it must be not expensive. Yes. You go up and get it. Su Yin really couldn't stand her eyes that looked at fat meat. Xu Jiaoqin was full of affection and puffed out her proud chest. Boss Su, if there is an afterlife, I will definitely. Su Yin screamed, no, no. Go and move your rice. When Xu Jiaoqin and others took the crystal core to exchange for money, Su Yin sat down with a dull look in her eyes like a salted fish that had lost its soul. It's really scary. Although, she is really straight. After a long time, Su Yin found her soul and rubbed off the goosebumps on her arms. Xu Jiaoqin, Boss Su, I will marry you, puffing out her chest. I am 36. Chapter 70 The Eternal God. Su Yin looked at the people queuing to exchange money, took out the tablet, and silently opened the permissions for the second floor. The first floor has been open for so long, and they have eaten so many instant noodles, let's change their taste. Rice, noodles, dumplings, glutinous rice balls, and various vegetables. Xu Jiaoqin and her group were very excited, and they were even more excited after they found that the crystal cores that looked like garbage they had exchanged for a lot of money. After they exchanged money, found the second floor, and climbed up to the second floor to see so many things, they almost fainted with excitement. Fuck. This rice. So cheap. So much? And so fragrant. There was a place specializing in selling loose rice in front of the bags of rice. When they saw it, they couldn't wait to pounce on it. They grabbed the white rice in their hands and put it to their noses like perverts and smelled it again and again. They wanted to eat it raw, but they were afraid that the boss would find out that they were eating rice secretly, so they held back. There are also green beans, yellow beans, red beans, black beans. There were various beans next to the loose rice. This one seems to be the same. Yes, it's the fragrance of mung beans, so fragrant. The rice smells so good too. There's also flour. There are many kinds of rice in the supermarket, and the Cheetah Squad was overwhelmed. In the end, it was the team leader Xu Jiaoqin who made the decision and bought the cheapest one. Then everyone carried as much as they could. In the end, when everyone had finished carrying, Xu Jiaoqin realized that they still had a lot of money left from the money they exchanged. Boss Su is really a good person. Such good rice is sold for such a small amount of money. Xu Jiaoqin secretly made a decision that Boss Su would be her ancestor in the future, and Boss Su's business would be her business. She would protect Boss Su and Boss Su's supermarket well. Swish. The rice smells so good. Xu Jiaoqin carried a few bags of rice, smelling the faint smell of rice on her back, and she felt a little dizzy. She must be dreaming. She actually carried so much rice, all bought by them. Xu Jiaoqin and her friends huffed and puffed as they carried the rice downstairs, and then huffed and puffed as they climbed upstairs to continue carrying it. Only after they had carried a mountain of rice did they calm down a little and have time to go to other areas on the second floor. They made so much noise that people who had bought instant noodles and were about to check out saw that the supermarket still had rice for sale, and suddenly changed their minds and didn't want to buy instant noodles. Buying instant noodles is not as cost-effective as buying rice. People who bought instant noodles ran back, put the noodles back, and then followed Xu Jiaoqin and her friends to run upstairs to carry rice. Gradually, everyone who came to buy things knew that the supermarket had rice for sale. They went crazy. They started to carry rice like crazy. They went up and down again. They huffed and puffed. The sound of exercising echoed in the supermarket. They didn't even breathe. Are the stamina of the superpowers in this world so good? Su Yinhe watched them exercising and was very envious. What a great stamina. Xiaoyin, are you envious? Lin Muxue moved a chair and sat over. Su Yinhe nodded. As a social animal, besides wanting to be rich, they also want to be healthy. After all, few social animals are rich and healthy. After sitting in the office for a long time, she suffers from various diseases such as back pain and leg pain. They are not terminal diseases, but very tiring. After being hit by the system, she cheated the system and her health improved a lot. But it was not as good as them, who had to run up and down carrying bags of rice without breathing. You envy them. They also envy you for having a supermarket to eat and drink without worrying. He was also envious, and he also wanted to have a supermarket that could mutate by itself. Lin Muxue looked at the big supermarket, and the envy in his eyes was substantial. Su Yinhe, the times are different. People in this era are running around for food and drink. In her time, being a social animal did not worry about food and drink, but she was worried about the house, money, performance, and various tasks assigned by the annoying boss. Fortunately, she has resigned. No need to suffer the anger of the stupid boss. Just thinking about it makes me feel good. Xiaoyin, can you tell me about it? Lin Muxue came closer and closer, his eyes sparkling with a desire for knowledge. Su Yinhe leaned further and further away. You and your supermarket have a beautiful love, no, a beautiful encounter. Why did your supermarket change? Lin Muxue's left eye was filled with desire for knowledge, and his right eye was filled with longing. Didn't I tell you, did I? Su Yinhe nodded affirmatively. Yes, Lin Muxue, why don't I remember it? Maybe it's because you were a fish in your previous life. Impossible, absolutely impossible. I love fish so much. Lin Muxue shook his head like a rattle. You not only love fish, you also love meat, vegetables, rice, spare ribs, instant noodles, buns. Qian counted for a long time before finally summarizing. There's nothing you don't like to eat, Lin Muxue. Nonsense. There are things I don't like to eat too. Don't slander him casually. What? Su Yinhe was quite curious. According to her observations over the past few days, Lin Muxue enjoyed everything he ate and ate rice very quickly. She had never met anyone he didn't love. He would even pick out a burnt rice crust and eat it. Lin Muxue had a tragic look on his face. Dirt. He had eaten dirt before and it tasted terrible. Su Yinhe, you're still eating dirt. You're already a superpower, but you still eat dirt. How pitiful, is that so? So, little Yin, you must be nice to me. Why did you kick me? Qian silently retracted his foot. Su Yinhe. The more Xu Jiaoqin and the others walked around the second floor, the wider their mouths opened. When they came to the vegetable selling area, they could no longer walk. Boss, look! Such green vegetables, fuck. These vegetables are so green, it seems like they haven't mutated. No. They really haven't mutated. Oh my god. They are vegetables that haven't mutated. They even have the fragrance of green vegetables. Look at this little Chinese cabbage. How juicy. I like Chinese cabbage. Chinese cabbage is more juicy. You don't understand. Lettuce is the juiciest. Bah. Water spinach is more juicy. Xu Jiaoqin, calm down. If you ask me, carrots are the eternal gods. Eggplant, tomato, 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 potato, potato. The Cheetah Squad was like a group of country bumpkins who had never seen the world. After entering this area, they could never get out again. They took some vegetables here and there. Finally, they came down with the vegetables in a mighty manner. Su Yinhe watched them guarding the vegetables as if they were guarding some rare treasure. Su Yinhe, it's so interesting. It turns out that they like to eat vegetables so much. They must have been good babies to their mothers in the past. After taking the vegetables, they hadn't spent all their money yet, so they went upstairs to continue shopping. Then, after the non-mutated vegetables, they found non-mutated fish, non-mutated pork, mutton, beef. Buy. Only one word remained in their minds. So cheap. And the meat has not mutated. Must buy even if it means losing everything. Losing everything means having no money, but not buying this meat is no different from risking one's life. They were crazy about buying, their movements were crazy, and their eyes were even crazier. Su Yin looked at more and more people who were crazy about buying, and began to reflect on whether it was not right for him to open the second floor casually. Please, please, please vote for me. Chapter 71 Vegetable Porridge. The Cheetah Squad spent all the remaining money. It was fun when they bought the rice, and it was even more fun when they carried the things back. They left 2 people to guard the rice they bought in the supermarket, and the rest of them carried bags of rice back to the cave. The rain was still pouring down, and it was still heavy, but it was the first time they felt so happy. They carried the rice, and even the downpour could not extinguish the passion in their hearts. They were all very motivated. When a group of people carried the rice back to the cave, they attracted the attention of others. Oh my God! Is this rice? Rice! Captain Su! Where did you get the rice from? Captain Su was busy. The Cheetah Squad bought many bags of rice, and there was still a lot of it piled up in the supermarket. She was worried about the rice in the supermarket and had no time to chat with others. She just said a few perfunctory words and continued to work. They had to hurry up and work. Try to move all the things back before dark today. Captain Su, Liu Wutong saw what they brought back and her eyes lit up. It seemed to be real. After Xu Jiaoqin put down the rice she was carrying, she looked at Liu Wutong apologetically. I'm sorry, that candy, it's okay. Why do you need candy when you have rice? Liu Wutong looked at the rice on the ground with shining eyes. Rice? How many years have I not eaten rice? Liu Piaoxu was also staring at the rice on the ground with big eyes. So much? Are they all for eating? Xu Jiaoqin saw the look in Liu Piaoxu's eyes and softened her heart. Wutong, borrow a pot from Kiji. We'll have rice tonight. Xu Jiaoqin made the decision. Okay, Liu Wutong's voice was high. Liu Wutong took Liu Piaoxu to borrow a pot from Kiji. After Xu Jiaoqin left a few people to look after the rice they brought back, she took the rest of the people to move the rice from the supermarket. Xu Jiaoqin's calculation was correct. They really didn't move until dark before they finished moving everything. Liu Wutong also borrowed a pot from Kiji when it was dark and cooked a big pot of rice. But when cooking, he added too much water, so it was a bit sticky. But no one would dislike it. This is rice. I finally ate rice after such a long time. Who would dislike it? Who dares to dislike it? Those who dare to dislike it are not allowed to eat it. Liu Piaoxu held the bowl and ate without raising her head. The rice was really delicious. At the end of the meal, they carefully scraped the pot with a spoon, and there was not a single grain of rice left. I'm so full. It feels so good to be full after eating rice. Monkey held his stomach, feeling so happy that he was about to ascend to heaven. Captain Su, let's have another meal tomorrow morning. After saying this, Monkey felt hungry again. Let's have porridge in the morning. Borrow a pot from Sister Kui. Put some green vegetables in it, and we'll have green vegetable porridge. Xu Jiaoqin was craving vegetables. Great, the members of the Cheetah Squad were all cheering. By the way, Wutong, bring a cabbage to Sister Kui later. If you always borrow a pot from Sister Kui, you must give her some benefits. Xu Jiaoqin knows this truth well. No, we haven't eaten this cabbage yet, and we have to give one away. Liu Wutong was a little reluctant. Well, don't offend Sister Kui, Alice. No matter how reluctant she was, Liu Wutong had to listen to Xu Jiaoqin. After eating and resting for a while, she went to find Sister Kui with cabbage. Sister Kui's eyes turned red when she saw the cabbage. When she heard Liu Wutong say that to her, she immediately said that she could use the pot whenever she wanted. Sister Kui had some opinions about Liu Wutong borrowing the pot tonight, but when she saw the juicy cabbage, she immediately had no opinions. After Liu Wutong left, Sister Kui immediately put the cabbage in the pot, fried it, and ate the whole cabbage with the cakes given by the base. Xu Jiaoqin and the others didn't bring many vegetables back. The weather was too humid, and the vegetables would easily go bad if left like this. They were reluctant to let the ice-type superpower freeze the vegetables directly, thinking that the cute vegetables would lose their taste. So when they cooked porridge the next day, they put all the vegetables in. They didn't want the cute vegetables to go bad. This resulted in more vegetables than rice in the porridge: green, white, red, purple. It looked like some dark cuisine. But no one disliked it, and everyone squatted on the pot and drank the porridge quickly. Xu Jiaoqin even pulled Quiji to drink with her. Quiji was so moved by the vegetable porridge that she decided immediately to secretly give them more rice when she shared it with them in the future. She would be an extra staff member of the Cheetah Squad in the future. A few bowls of vegetable porridge bought a favor. Very good. Thank you, Boss Su. Xu Jiaoqin drank the porridge and thanked Su Yinhe devoutly. Without Boss Su, there would be no porridge to drink. Boss Su, her living ancestor. She would definitely serve Boss Su well in the future, protect the supermarket, and protect Boss Su. What was Boss Su doing at this time? Boss Su had an extra worry. Since the second floor was opened, people who came to the supermarket to buy things no longer lingered on the instant noodles on the first floor. They all had new favorites. Rice and juicy vegetables became their favorites. They had already moved on. Love does not disappear, but it is transferred. Su Yinhe even saw someone chewing cabbage right after paying the bill, crying as he chewed. He said, "It smells so good." They have become crazy fans of rice and vegetables, and instant noodles and compressed biscuits have been ruthlessly abandoned by them. There are even people who took the instant noodles they bought before and asked Su Yinhe if they could exchange them for cabbage. In response, Su Yinhe replied with a word, "Get out." The man came with instant noodles, left with instant noodles, and then took a bunch of compressed biscuits to ask this boring question. He had used up all his crystal cores and used them to buy instant noodles and compressed biscuits. Now he has no crystal cores to buy lovely vegetables and lovely rice. Su Yinhe continued to ask him to get out. Su Yinhe refused him, and he had no choice but to squat at the door of the supermarket. When he saw someone buying rice and vegetables, he would hold his instant noodles and compressed biscuits and ask if he could exchange them. The rice and vegetables he bought with great difficulty. Of course, the person being asked was unwilling to exchange them. Tell him to get out. He was very sad, staring at others holding juicy vegetables and drooling. The person being stared at, what a psycho. Su Yinhe, the instant noodles that were once so popular are now ignored and desolate. Su Yinhe took a bite of the mung bean flavored popsicle and felt the impermanence of the world. So annoying, really annoying. Su Yinhe took another bite of the popsicle. The popsicle was so delicious. Su Yinhe was biting the popsicle, and Lin Muxue was biting the carrots, crunch, 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 like a rabbit. He had already gnawed 12 carrots in the supermarket today. He saw others going up to the second floor to buy so many uncontaminated vegetables, and his eyes turned red with envy. He immediately took out all his crystal cores, exchanged them for money, bought a bunch of vegetables, and rice, flour, grains and oil, and put them into Qian's space. Qian was the same. He had a lot of crystal cores, and he bought more crazily than Lin Muxue. Because he was too rich, he not only bought vegetables and rice, flour, grains and oil, he also set his eyes on other things. The entire second floor of the supermarket, everything he liked, he bought. Chapter 72 Steamed Carrots. After buying, they sat next to Su Yinhe, one chewing on a carrot and the other chewing on an apple. Crunch, 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 crunch. They chewed very vigorously. Qin Mingxiao didn't come today because he was a little busy. He was almost robbed, and now he took his little brother to snatch it back. The happiest person who didn't come was Lin Muxue. Is it delicious? After Su Yinhe finished eating the popsicle, she found that Lin Muxue had chewed on the 13th carrot of the day. Delicious, very delicious. Lin Muxue took a big bite. Okay, Su Yinhe nodded, then chew more. You don't have to eat at noon. No, carrots are snacks. Snacks and meals can't be confused. Lin Muxue was so scared by her words that he didn't even chew the carrots. Can you still eat more? Su Yinhe stared at his stomach. Is this man's stomach a bottomless pit? He's still not full after eating so many carrots. Also, taking carrots as snacks is more or less pitiful. She loves him. Of course, Lin Muxue patted his abdominal muscles. I might have eaten it, okay. Then I'll steam carrots for you. You like carrots so much, I must satisfy you. Lin Muxue shuddered, and his hand holding the carrot was unsteady. That's not good. I actually like to eat other things, such as braised pork, 4 happiness meatballs, fish-flavored pork shreds. It's okay. Don't you like carrots? I'm satisfying you, Su Yinhe smiled. Lin Muxue, the carrot in his mouth suddenly didn't smell good. Don't, I'm not that, that's it. I'll make steamed carrots for you, and then boiled carrots for the next meal, and braised carrots for the next meal. Looking at Lin Muxue's expression of despair, Su Yinhe was satisfied. Sure enough, if you want to divert your troubles, The best way is to create troubles for others. People's happiness is always built in the pain of others. Qi Yan, he didn't know what to say, so he wisely chose to say nothing. But, just because he didn't speak, it didn't mean that Su Yin would let him go. What about Qi Yan? What do you like to eat? Su Yin looked at him with a smile. After so many days, Su Yin could face him in the most relaxed manner. Qi Yan, I like them all. Well, since you are not picky, let's eat steamed carrots together. I haven't tried steamed carrots yet. I don't know what it tastes like. You must have been a devil in your previous life. Lin Muxue was horrified. You wouldn't really eat steamed carrots. Su Yin pondered for a moment and said, it shouldn't be. I must have been a pig killer in my previous life. I don't know how many pigs I killed and how many sins I committed to become a social animal. Why? Because I have a little hobby. I like to castrate pigs, Su Yin said, and took out a shiny pig-killing knife. Lin Muxue stepped back a safe distance. I am a human. Oh, Su Yin put away the pig-killing knife. It's steamed carrots, and it's steamed carrots. Su Yin steamed 5 plates of carrots. Lin Muxue, who always likes to finish his plate, didn't have the urge to finish his plate for the first time. He held the chopsticks and looked at the 5 plates of steamed carrots. His hands were shaking. What kind of devil is this? Qi Yangan ate a bowl of rice. Lin Muxue ate 4 plates of steamed carrots. Su Yin ate 1 plate and felt that the taste was a bit bland, and he should add some soy sauce. I don't know if the steamed carrots brought some shadow to Lin Muxue. He didn't chew carrots in the afternoon. He started chewing sugar cane. Muxue, do you like roasted sugar cane? Su Yin looked at him with a smile. Su Yin didn't expect that he would meet 2 senior leaders of the Sun base in a short time. One is Lin Muxue. The other is the one who just came. He looks like Lin Muxue, and smiles kindly. Dozens of superpowers followed him to protect him. Hello, Boss Su. I am one of the leaders of the base, Zheng Yang. You can call me Xiao Zheng. Zheng Yang stretched out his hand. Look. This attitude. She was wrong just now. How can Lin Muxue compare with Xiao Zheng? Look at him, how humble he is. He is older than her, but he uses honorifics for her. This is completely different from Lin Muxue. Hello. What can I do for you? Just because of this attitude, Su Yin decided to move a stool for him. A deluxe version. Su Yin shook his hand and moved out a deluxe stool. It was fancy and looked very expensive. Of course, this stool couldn't be Su Yin's, it was Qi Yan's stool. Su Yin had praised the beautiful pattern before, so he gave her the whole set. Thank you, Boss Su. After Xiao Zheng sat down, the wrinkles on his face deepened with a smile. You're welcome, you're welcome. Xiao Zheng looked at her, thought for a while, and then spoke. It's like this, Boss Su. I want to use the crystal court to buy supplies from you. As soon as he opened his mouth, Su Yin's impression of him improved a little. Better than Lin Muxue. This Xiao Zheng is not like Lin Muxue who wants to get something for free. Just for this, they can chat a little more. Sure. Buy whatever you want. Since he is willing to use the crystal court to buy, Su Yin has no reason to refuse. It's just, I bought a lot of supplies. I want to ask Boss Su if he can give me a discount. Xiao Zheng pointed with his fingers. Xiao Zheng finished speaking, afraid that Su Yin would not agree, and wanted to continue, but before he could say anything, he heard Su Yin's words. Okay, Su Yin agreed very straightforwardly. Huh? Xiao Zheng's next words were stuck in his throat, and he was a little confused for a moment. It's that simple. Agreed? Okay. If you buy a certain amount of supplies, I can give you a 20% discount. Just for this attitude, a discount is necessary. Su Yin is very straightforward. If it weren't for Lin Muxue's experience, Su Yin would not have agreed so quickly, but after experiencing Lin Muxue's incident, Su Yin felt beautiful by comparison, and felt that Xiao Zheng had a good attitude and was happy to give him a discount. Customers who don't want to get something for free are all good customers. In any case, the other person has a good attitude and didn't try to use morality to blackmail her. Thank you, Boss Su. On behalf of the Sun base, I thank Miss Su for her generosity. Xiao Zheng was confused by Su Yin's straightforwardness, but he quickly reacted and thanked her. You're welcome. Then let's discuss how much you want to buy. Okay. I'm willing to give. What followed was a friendly exchange. Xiao Zheng is not only very humble, but also very good at flattering her without making a sound. He flatters you're better than others. Su Yinhe is very satisfied. In the end, he even promised to give her a generator. Su Yinhe was satisfied, and Xiao Zheng was even more satisfied. He earned a generator with just a few words. Xiao Zheng looked at Su Yinhe with a strange look, as if he was looking at a sucker. They decided how many crystal cores to give, what to buy, the date, and how many people to send to move things. When leaving, Xiao Zheng was a little reluctant. Daily request for votes. It's the end of the month. Fairies, please see if there are any monthly tickets left. If there are, please give them to me. Oh. Chapter 73, Blazing Sun. The next day after the discussion, Xiao Zheng personally brought several sacks of crystal cores and a group of superpowers to move things. Boss Su, please count them. Xiao Zheng pointed to several sacks of crystal cores and said with a little pride. These were crystal cores that he had accumulated for several years, and there were all kinds of them. No need. Su Yinhe looked at the sacks of crystal cores and shuddered when she heard his words. Who wants to count them? She didn't want to count them. How long would it take to count so many crystal cores? Let's give them to the small robot for scanning. Su Yinhe didn't want to count them, and Xiao Zheng felt a little regretful. But he still asked the superpowers around him to carry the crystal cores to the small robot for scanning. There were so many crystal cores, and the amount of money exchanged was huge. Xiao Zheng squinted his eyes, counted the zeros on them several times, and took out a small notebook and counted for a long time. As he counted, his face was full of joy. Xiao Zheng brought too many crystal cores, and the money he exchanged was also a lot. More than 100 superpowers came to move, and it took 8 consecutive days. Xiao Zheng was in charge of the supervision, and he also blew rainbow farts for 8 days in a row. Su Yinhe was so happy that she gave another generator. Both parties were very satisfied. When Xiao Zheng left, Su Yinhe was very reluctant to let him go and invited him to come to the supermarket more often in the future, with crystal cores. Doing business with Xiao Zheng, Su Yinhe made a lot of crystal cores, and the protective shield that she was reluctant to open before was opened. She also made the crystal cores into bracelets. Not to mention, these crystal cores were sparkling and very beautiful. At this time, Su Yinhe had forgotten that these crystal cores were knocked out of the zombies' skulls, and she used to think they were dirty. She is living a very happy life now. It would be great if the rain could stop. It rains every day and it's too humid. If you are in a bad mood, it will be even worse to look at the continuous rain outside. Su Yinhe was just thinking casually, but unexpectedly, the rain really stopped a few days later. But the sun began to come out. Big sun. The water that was about to flood half of the mountain also quickly receded, gradually revealing the ground of the base. The people who had been in the cave for so many days were so excited that they couldn't wait to run out to bask in the sun. As a result, they were sunburned as soon as they went out. The screams could be heard clearly for hundreds of meters. Of course, Su Yinhe didn't hear it. This news was told to her by Qian and Lin Muxue. When they came today, they were fully armed, with sunscreen, sunproof clothes, and a big umbrella. The kind that can cover more than a dozen people. That's why they didn't get sunburnt. After they came, Lin Muxue changed a crystal core and drank ice cola crazily, while Qian drank ice water in a hurry. The two were sweating all over the sky. Xiao Yinhe, you stay in the supermarket. Don't go out. Outside. If you run outside without any protection, you may be dried up by the sun. Lin Muxue drank cola and blew the air conditioning in the supermarket, and then he felt alive. If it weren't for all the messy things in Brother Kai's space, they wouldn't be able to get to the supermarket today. Only the two of them came to the supermarket today, and the others didn't dare to walk outside. The sun outside is too strong now. When the rain stopped at first, a few idiots couldn't wait to run out and got sunburnt. Everyone has lived in the apocalypse for 10 years. When they saw that the situation was not right, they immediately retreated to the cave. They originally wanted to go back to the base to see what the houses in the base were like. If they were okay, they would move back to live. The cave was crowded with people and there was no privacy at all. If conditions allowed, they would still prefer to go back to their own houses. But they didn't expect such a strong sun that could kill people. So the top leaders of the base discussed it and finally made a decision to let everyone stay in the cave. But some people didn't give up and still wanted to go home, so they secretly ran back at night when the sun didn't come out. Then what? Su Yinhe bit her popsicle, curious about what happened next. She had thought that if the people from the sun base went down the mountain, she would move the supermarket back to its original location. As a result, when the sun came out during the day, the house was too hot and stuffy, and it was hot to death, Lin Muxue said vicissitudes. The sun was so strong, and the temperature couldn't be much lower. The temperature outside is 55 degrees Celsius, and the temperature in the cave is 52 degrees Celsius. As for the house in the base at the foot of the mountain, it's even hotter than the outside. And the temperature is still rising. The group of people who are researching this at the base said that this disaster is high temperature weather. Let us be prepared. And they suggested that we stay in the cave honestly, and it would be bad to go out and get baked to death. Lin Muxue finished a bottle of Coke and opened another one. We too really can't stand it. Brother Chi has water ability. He originally wanted to use water to cool down, but the water turned warm as soon as he took it out. Thinking of this, Lin Muxue felt even more sad. That water is hotter than mine. And this is not the worst. The worst is that it evaporated in a short time, a basin. A big basin. It only took half a day, and it was gone. Lin Muxue stretched his arms as wide as possible to indicate the size of the basin. The most annoying thing is that Chi just secretly chewed ice cubes behind my back. Chi Yan, you saw it wrong. No. I saw it with my own eyes, such a big piece of ice. And your mouth swelled up. Chi Yan covered his mouth skillfully. Su Yinhe, so, you two are here to use the air conditioning? Yes. If possible, can you sleep on the floor here at night? Lin Muxue looked at the tiles under his feet and thought it would be very cool to sleep on the floor here. It's okay, everyone is so familiar with each other, it's not impossible for the two of them to sleep on the floor. Su Yinhe nodded and agreed. Little Yin, you are my god. Lin Muxue held Su Yinhe's hand with a very sincere expression. Hey, thank you for the compliment. Su Yinhe pulled her hand back with difficulty. Alice. Little Yin, you don't know how miserable those water and ice psychics in the base are. After solving the problem of accommodation, Lin Muxue began to share with her the things in the base. What's wrong? It's hot, and the water has receded. Now there is a shortage of water. The base is now madly squeezing water and ice psychics, asking them to produce more water and ice. I know a male ice psychic with a lower body temperature than ordinary people. A rich woman in the base couldn't sleep because it was too hot, so she wanted to keep him and let him sleep with her. Su Yinhe, did he go? Of course he went. He went happily. Su Yinhe, wow. After Su Yinhe said wow, she thought of Chi Yan's ability. Chi Yan is also a water psychic. He's fine. No one dares to let him sleep with him. Who knows if he can get up the next day after staying with them? Lin Muxue waved his hand indifferently. It's not that no one liked Chi Ji's face before and wanted to sleep with him. But the consequences. Chi Jia has lost another person who loves his face. Chapter 74 Fruit Shaved Ice. The two people coveted the air conditioning in the supermarket. When they went to bed at night, they took out their tents and sleeping bags very quickly. The layout was very appropriate. It looked like they were going to live there permanently. Su Yinhe was a little worried. In this kind of weather, except for a few people who were well prepared, no one would come to buy things in such a hot sun during the day. Unexpectedly, the business would not be able to continue after just opening a big order. According to Lin Muxue, in this kind of weather and the extremely scorching sun, people now do not go out during the day and go out at night. Although it is hot at night, there is no risk of sunburn. If you get sunburned now, you will lose a large piece of skin if you are not careful. There is no medicine now, the weather is so hot, and the cave is so stuffy. The wound is easy to rot and get worms. Lin Muxue shuddered after saying this. After hearing his words, Su Yinhe was considering whether to adjust the opening time of the supermarket. Change it to open at night. Then she would have to adjust her biological clock. Xiao Yin, I want ice cubes, big ice cubes. Sell me some ice cubes? Lin Muxue set his eyes on the ice cubes used to make milk tea. Su Yinhe glanced at him, walked over and scooped a bag of ice cubes for him. Then Lin Muxue took the bag and sat next to Chi Yan to eat the ice cubes. It was obvious that she was still bothered by the fact that Chi Yan had secretly eaten the ice cubes and not given them to him. He is willing to give me ice cream, why not ice cubes? Why? Why? Lin Muxue asked while shaking Su Yinhe. Su Yinhe's brain was almost mixed up by his shaking. Damn, shouldn't I ask Chi Yan this question? Maybe, probably, maybe, he doesn't like that ice cream. Yes. That's right, you're right. I remember he seemed to have told me that ice cream had a strong flavor and tasted terrible. As she spoke, Lin Muren's eyes turned red. Wow. So he treats me as a trash can. Lin Muren hugged Su Yin and cried, and couldn't pull her off. Hasn't he always been like this? Su Yin looked at the crying Lin Muren, feeling helpless. Qi Yan was right next to her. Why didn't she hug him? She had to hug her. Her tears were wiped onto her clothes. I know. But I'm so sad. Men are like that. There are always a few days every month when they are hypocritical. Lin Muren continued to cry. The reason why he didn't dare to hug Qi Yan and cry was simple. Qi Yan had mysophobia. If he dared to wipe his tears on Qi Yan would definitely kill him. He didn't want to die yet, but he wanted to hug someone and cry. There were only 3 of them here. If he couldn't hug Qi Yan, he could only hug Su Yin. Su Yin, damn it. Let go. No, your ice cube is going to melt. This sentence was very lethal. As soon as Su Yin finished speaking, Lin Muren let go, and then continued to chew the ice cube while sucking his nose. Fuck. My ice, damn it. Su Yin held her forehead. Su Yin glanced at Qi Yan next to her. After Qi Yan looked at her, his ears turned red, and then he looked at her with hesitation. Su Yin turned around to make shaved ice. It was numb. It felt like 1 or 2 of them were not normal. After all, she was the only normal person left in the supermarket. Su Yin took out the shaved ice machine, and took out a large block of ice, as well as various fruits. When Qi Yan saw this, he took the initiative to come forward and said he would help with the fruit. He was so proactive, how could Su Yin bear to refuse him? After Lin Muren finished eating his ice, he also came over and said he wanted to help. Su Yin gave him a fruit knife and asked him to help with Qi Yan to process the fruit. The method of shaved ice is very simple. First, use the shaved ice machine to shave the ice into smoothies, and then add various ingredients you like to the smoothies. Su Yin likes to add fruit juice and fruit cubes. Qi Yan likes to add caramel or red bean paste. Lin Muren is not picky and likes everything. When making it, he even added spicy strips and QQ candy. Looking at the shaved ice made by Lin Muren, Su Yin was silent, and Qi Yan was silent too. Lin Muren was the only one who was happy. He was as happy as a child, sharing his happiness with him. Would you like to try it? I think it would taste better if I added some ketchup. Su Yin, no need. I like fruit, Qi Yan. Qi Yan turned around. He didn't want to look at the bad shaved ice. He felt that his eyes were polluted. Lin Muren was dissatisfied. You all have no taste. If it was this kind of taste, Su Yin and Qi Yan didn't want it very much. The 3 of them made an extra 67 bowls of shaved ice in addition to the ones they ate. Some of them were put into Qi Yan's space, some into Su Yin's space, and some into the freezer in the supermarket. Take it if you want to eat it. Su Yin has been trying to adjust her biological clock recently. The sun is very poisonous, but she can't stop doing business. She wants to work hard to be a diligent boss. Lin Muren was very happy to learn that the supermarket was going to open at night. Why are you so happy? Su Yin was puzzled. When Lin Muren knew that she was going to open at night, she walked around with a bright smile on her face and muttered something. Didn't I tell you last time? A male ice-type psychic went to accompany a rich woman. Yes. Then what? I thought that he must have earned a lot of crystal cores by accompanying the rich woman. I had thought about getting him to the supermarket to buy things. But he had to sleep with a rich woman during the day, so he couldn't come. It's a pity. Now he can finally come. Lin Muren became more and more excited as he spoke. Su Yin still didn't understand. Are you happy, because you can help your friend? How could she not know that Lin Muren was so enthusiastic? Of course not. Since he followed the rich woman, he has been very generous. When he comes to the supermarket to buy things, I can help him push the cart. He will give me tips. Lin Muren's eyes were bright, with crystal cores written in his left eye and money written in his right eye. That rich woman is very generous. She is very generous to the person she sleeps with. That's right. My friend was not the kind of man who lived off others, but the rich woman really gave too much. As soon as the rich woman said the number, he followed her and left. He didn't want any of his previous belongings. As he spoke, Lin Muren looked regretful. The ice-type psychic had saved up a lot of property before, but as soon as he left, it was divided up by the others. He was so shocked that he forgot to divide it up. When he came to his senses, there was nothing left. Su Yin thought Lin Muren was regretting that he was not favored by the rich woman, so she patted his shoulder heavily to comfort him. It doesn't matter. Sooner or later you will meet a rich woman who likes you, huh? Lin Muxue was confused. What does I have to do with rich women? He didn't want to be with rich women. I understand. Don't be sad. It's not that you are too ugly, you are actually okay. It may be that your ice-type friend is too handsome. No, his ability is too good. If you were also an ice-type psychic, maybe the rich woman would be attracted to you. Su Yinhe tried to comfort him. Look. This child has always been heartless. When has he ever shown such an expression? He must be very regretful. Chapter 75 The Legendary Rich Woman. Lin Muxue was stunned. What? He's ugly? What? How is he ugly? He's so handsome, okay. Su Yinhe adjusted her biological clock for a few days, and the supermarket officially opened at night. After opening at night, there was an endless stream of people coming to the supermarket, all for rice, flour, grain and oil. They have completely abandoned instant noodles. Because of the hot weather, they also fell in love with the popsicles in the supermarket. Although they were reluctant, it was such a happy thing to be able to eat a popsicle in this weather. Moreover, because the supermarket has air conditioning, they didn't want to leave after buying things, and wanted to use the air conditioning in the supermarket. Seeing that more and more people came to the supermarket to use the air conditioning, they were about to block the aisles of the supermarket. Su Yinhe had no choice but to write another note. Do not stay in the supermarket for a long time. Jiaoqin, who had done a big business with Su Yinhe, has also been coming to the supermarket very frequently recently. He bought a large number of sun protection clothes and parasols from her one after another. Alice. When will this day end? Jiaoqin ate popsicles and sighed constantly. It's been 10 years. When will this natural disaster end? The popsicle is sweet, but Jiaoqin's heart is bitter. He doesn't know what sins he suffered in his previous life, that he has to endure this in this life. Su Yinhe didn't know either, so she didn't comfort him. But according to the system, it's probably difficult. Have you ever thought about building an underground city? She had read apocalyptic novels before, and many of them would write about building underground cities and then starting a good life in the underground city. It was built. But it cracked. Jiaoqin sighed heavily again. In the second year of the natural disaster, all major bases organized to build underground cities, but there were too many natural disasters and the safe period was too short. Just after building a little, a new disaster came and destroyed it. Jiaoqin experienced it personally. Su Yinhe, all this. Cracked. So miserable. Alice. At the beginning, it was simply purgatory on Earth. There were meteorites and acid rain. It was not easy to survive. We want to rebuild our home, but these natural disasters come one after another. How can it be so easy? Jiaoqin finished eating a popsicle and opened another one. Su Yinhe felt very strange. As a leader, how could Jiaoqin have so much free time? Could it be that he was sidelined? Su Yinhe reorganized her words and asked him very tactfully. Jiaoqin was stunned. I have a lot of talented people under me, he has a lot of talented people under him. Unless it is an urgent matter, he doesn't need to be bothered with ordinary small matters. He is not like that old man Lin Muxue, who wants to control everything. Not bad, Su Yinhe nodded. It can be seen that he is a person who loves to enjoy life like her. There is a saying that what you say will come true. After a while, someone came to find Jiaoqin. Jiaoqin swallowed the remaining popsicle in a few bites, and then left in a hurry. His teeth are really good. She felt cold just by looking at him. Su Yinhe drank a sip of milk tea to calm her nerves. She didn't dare to go out of the supermarket now. It was too hot outside. Su Yinhe and Lin Muxue now stay in the supermarket for an hour and then go out for a while. According to them, it is to let the body adapt to the conditions outside. The bodies of people with special abilities are stronger and more heat-resistant than those of ordinary people. Moreover, their bodies are constantly evolving. It's just that the evolution is a bit slow. Turtles are faster than them. The mutant turtle has now grown 8 legs and crawls very fast, like a Hot Wheel. Su Yinhe originally wanted to try it, and she didn't know how long she would stay here. As a result, as soon as she touched the glass at the door, she felt a tingling sensation on her skin. She was so scared that she shrank back into the supermarket. The supermarket is good, and she loves the supermarket. The supermarket is her home, and she wants to stay at home, because it's too dangerous outside. The ice-type special ability person that Lin Muxue mentioned is here too. How to say it? It's really cold, and the whole body exudes an aura of keeping strangers away. It looks like an iceberg. It's also very strong. It doesn't look like the kind of person who would accept being kept. The legendary rich woman is here too. The rich woman is holding the man's hand, wearing a black tight skirt, with a hot body, and lipstick. It's obviously night, but she still wears a pair of sunglasses on her face. Look at this dress, she is indeed a rich woman. The rich woman looks very young and generous. After discovering that there are cosmetics on the second floor, she bought a lot. The ice-type psychic looked like an iceberg, but his eyes looking at the rich woman were tender. Hey, Su Yinhe ate dog food for no reason. Lin Muxue also took a referral fee from the ice-type psychic. It was a lot, so much that he was floating. He picked up the most expensive ice cream in the supermarket and ate 3 of them. It's delicious. It's worthy of being called a 48 yuan ice cream. It's small, but it contains infinite deliciousness, probably because of the price. Lin Muxue licked the stick carefully several times after eating the ice cream. Su Yinhe wanted to say something, but didn't know what to say for a while. So she chose to watch a silly video to calm down. Damn it. Can't laugh. Su Yinhe watched 6 silly videos with a blank face, but couldn't laugh. Maybe it was because Lin Muxue's posture of licking the stick was too deeply rooted in people's hearts. I can't stand it anymore. Su Yinhe patted her head. It doesn't matter, she will defeat magic with magic. At this time, she can only use the bloody novels she has collected for many years. Sure enough, after Su Yinhe read the story of the heroine giving birth to 108 babies, the scene of Lin Muxue licking the ice cream just now was completely forgotten by her. Now she only remembers 108 names. It's hard for the author of this novel. I don't know how long he spent flipping through the dictionary to write 108 unconventional names. Have a bowl of smoothie. Chi Yan brought her a bowl of fruit smoothie. Thank you. Su Yinhe took the spoon and ate it. Chi Yan took another bowl of smoothie with chocolate sauce and ate it beside her. He looks good and eats elegantly. Su Yinhe looked at his face and her appetite was opened. After eating the smoothie, she ate half a watermelon. I can't stand it. When Su Yinhe touched her stomach, she suddenly remembered something. Now everyone hides during the day and goes out at night. Then, how do you drink afternoon tea now? She remembered that Lin Muxue told her that Chi Yan liked afternoon tea very much. But since living in the tent in the supermarket, she hasn't seen him drink afternoon tea. Not now. Chi Yan licked the chocolate sauce on the corner of his mouth and shook his head. After speaking, he added, I've changed to midnight snacks now. Anyway, you have to eat 4 meals a day. Then your midnight snack, is it during the day or at night? During the day. I sleep and get up to eat some fruit. Then continue to sleep. Su Yinhe nodded. Do you want to join me? Chi Yan suddenly invited her. I can prepare one more, I kind of want to. But I can't get up. Su Yinhe wanted to, but she stayed up late at night and slept like a pig during the day and couldn't get up at all. So, it's a pity. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone, see you in the next video.